Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of the Chad Smith Podcast. My name is Chad Smith, and today is Tuesday, April 19th, 2022. And I'm joined, as always, by my awesome two co-hosts from California. Please welcome back to the show, Sonny Conway and Spooky Morales.
Hola, hola.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning. What's going on, man?
Chad, you got that new high-end tights. Looking good, man. Looking sharp.
Hey, thanks. Just got back from the barber. About fell asleep in the damn chair, that's for sure. Man.
That's working those nights.
That's what I told him. I'm like, dude, I just got out of work after working all night. I can't close my eyes for too much longer. I'm going to be out.
Wait, wakey.
Yep. Is something weird going on? What's going on? We only have
always something.
3 people in the chat and almost nobody in... Yeah, there we go. 5 people. What's up, Jake Smith? How's it going, man? You about ready for North Carolina trip? We're getting ready.
Yeah, boy.
Truck is cleaned out, detailed. Truck is completely ready to go.
Man, told you. You swing by here and grab me, I'll go with you guys instead of Vegas.
Hey now. What's up, Anthony, unidentified S4? Good morning, man.
Hey now.
Good to see you. Hey now. Vera Ray. She says, going to be a little late. Remember April 19th, Murray building bombing. See you soon. Have a great show. Murray building bombing.
Say what?
Yeah, I was reading that too. I don't remember that.
Hi, Diesel Girl. Good morning. Enzo, good to see you, man. Oh, you got a haircut yesterday, too? Nice.
All cut.
Yeah, I think that's what I think that's what everybody's doing. Getting ready for these shows or these trips that we're going on.
All you bougie people?
All these bougie people. What's up, Rodney Posky? How's it going, dude? You at work today? You working, hardly working, or... No, I know you're not actually working.
My camera always dirty.
You know, actually, I've never even cleaned this camera before.
Oh, it's dirty.
Yeah, you can tell yours is dirty. It's foggy.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, we were a little late getting the show announcement going on StreamYard. So, the guest that we were supposed to have, who is the Eli Family on YouTube, they never got a link, and I don't think Cassie has heard from them for a couple days. So, I'm not sure if they're still down to hang out with us this morning or not, but we're going to find out.
So we don't have a way to drop them a link?
No.
No.
Not until Cassie wakes up. You're never cutting your hair again. I was thinking about growing mine out a little bit longer, but it was so annoying I had to get rid of it. Oh,
Yep,
yeah, I forgot.
Short.
Yeah. I used to keep mine buzz cut. Yeah.
Yeah, I keep it bald right there in the back, that fryer cut. I had that done on purpose, if you believe that.
Oh, yeah? I told him one on the sides and pretty short on the top.
Yep, I told him, make me look like the friar from Robin Hood. Just cut me a bald spot right here.
Anthony says, how many cinder blocks high up is your truck, Chad? Mine's not lifted, so it's just a standard 18 F-150 four-door.
Mine's all suspension. No blocks.
Mine's
oh,
not
wait,
lifted.
I got blocks in the back. I think like 6 inches of blocks in the back of the red one.
Facebook user is friends with Eli. I'll give me the link. I'll send it to him. Oh, okay. Let me open up your Facebook here. Not sure why it says Facebook user. I thought it would say somebody's name. Facebook user is... let's see here. I'm very professional here, guys. Very professional. Need to go to the Facebook group, the Chad Smith Podcast, then go to the live. Oh, the Facebook user is Brian Laverty. All right, Brian, I'm going to message you right now. Link is copied, and it's sending over to you right now on Messenger. Thanks, Brian. Let's see who else we got in the chat right now. Oh, Cassie is up. What's up, Cassie? I almost said Cassie unidentified S4.
Oh, Jessica. Cryptid Huntress.
Oh,
Good morning.
Hey. Good morning, Jessica. Let's see. My Flock is in here. How's it going? And, yeah. So I'm going to get a little bit of tunes going here so we don't have just empty background.
Some of that morning music.
I wish StreamYard would throw some different tracks in here or let us put our own tracks in.
It's barely 7:06 here. You better pick it up or I'm gonna fall asleep.
Yeah, that's pretty chill.
Let's see.
That reminds me of your card readings on Sundays.
Yeah, I usually play either that one or lo-fi. I don't think I've ever played this one, Dance Pop. Hey, what's up, Bigfoot Michigan Rob?
Hey, when I pulled out the laptop yesterday and got it all ready to go,
Mm-hmm.
I got Jake on here on StreamYard. I
Oh,
thought
yeah?
something was wrong the whole time. My StreamYard screen's only like this big on that on the laptop.
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
thinking, what the hell, man? How do I make this bigger? Then I started remembering, oh, this is how it was. Because everything's so small.
Yeah, that's another thing,
use that
StreamYard, I
long.
wish they would change is I wish you could change the screen size of the video. Like, we don't need these giant gray bars on the sides. I just want screen and chat and some controls.
Yeah, and if you go to full screen, you lose your chat. Well, it's
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah, they need to change that. So yeah, guys, we are going to I'm going to North Carolina this week with Jake and Big Willie, and so we're going to leave Thursday morning. I think we're going to
Why?
leave like 7 in the morning Thursday.
What's the
Why?
occasion?
There's so many occasions. The first occasion
Mhm.
is Jake's 30th birthday party.
Dirty 30, baby.
Jake's turning dirty 30.
You sure y'all shouldn't be going to Vegas?
I don't think we can afford Vegas.
I can't. I'm still going.
Vegas has a budget for all.
If I lived as close to Vegas as you do, I could afford it, but all of us getting on planes and me, I'd have to buy a whole bottle of Xanax to get on a plane. So that's a bunch of money right there.
Pop a couple Xannies.
A couple Xannies. Man, JoJo's tearing the chat up.
Jojo
JoJo
Bone.
Bone says, hey, Arden and Enzo.
Go.
Yeah, I can feel JoJo must be feeling better. I can just feel the energy.
Yeah. Good morning,
That's
Jeanette
nice.
Sanchez. Good to see you. Yeah, because he wouldn't be up this early if he wasn't feeling good, right?
All right.
Boats and Hoes. Yeah, Jake's going to be singing Boats and Hoes for his 30th birthday. But yeah, so we're going to go down to North Carolina for that, and we're going to see Josh Casey.
Wicked.
And what else are we doing? Going to hang out with Melissa Nicole.
What?
Yep. She's down there. And who else lives down there is Chris Bledsoe and his family, who Josh has some ins with, so we might be hanging out with him. It's going to be a good time.
Man, you guys have to go meet Chris Bledsoe.
Dude, guess where our hotel is?
Where's that?
On the Cape Fear River. On
Oh, boy.
it. Yep.
I'd be looking out the window if I were you.
Oh, that's where I'm going to be.
Get a balcony.
Yeah, I don't know what we got a suite, so it's like 2 queens and a pull out on a couch, and it's got like 2 separate rooms. Gonna be sweet.
Yep.
Gonna be a good time.
That's my favorite thing to do when I get to Vegas, when I go get my room. The counter's so loud, my wife gets mad sometimes.
What do you do?
Oh, I smack the counter and get everyone's attention, and they're all looking at me because there's usually a line to check into your rooms.
Yeah.
So when I get up there, I smack it real hard. So, I'm here with my attorney. And we must have a suite.
You must have a suite right now.
What do I owe? I do all that to them. They just look at me like, mother.
What is that from? Is that from a movie?
Fear and Loathing. Yeah.
Oh, I need to watch that so I get your references.
He's all high. He's high on LSD or so. I don't know what he took that time. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, he's trying to check into his room, and the lady that's checking him in, she's turning into a big eel monster. So he's going, He's doing that back to her.
I need to watch that.
Yep.
Especially since you have it tattooed on your arm.
Oh, man.
Must be good.
It's the way to Vegas. I love Vegas, man. I love Vegas.
Good morning, Connor. Good to see you, man. And Oracles and Beyond is in here. We got JoJo Bones says, nice haircut. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. It was definitely time to get that taken care of. It was definitely time. You told me not to wait so long next time. Huh. He just wants more money. Hey, Ghost Dragons. Fear and Loathing in Vegas. Great book. Not a bad movie. It's a book, huh? Didn't know that.
They made movies for guys like me.
Yeah, man. So we're all gonna leave here at like 7 in the morning on Thursday. So Big Willie's like, oh yeah, you can see the bats too.
Yeah, you see the bats. You see the Vegas sign. Vegas is always that way. Except for when I'm there, then it's that way.
Hold up, wait a minute. You said Thursday. We usually do a Chad Smith podcast on Thursday?
Yeah, but this week it's Wednesday.
What?
We're doing one today and tomorrow.
I gotta work back-to-back days.
You don't have to. I mean,
Hey, talk to my agent.
you're just gonna miss out on Matt Second Star Survival if you do.
I didn't know we were going Wednesday. I thought we were going on Thursday. You guys just gonna have to go live from the road.
No, I'll be on the road at 7 in the morning on Thursday.
On the road again.
Which is 4 in the morning your time. We'll be heading out of here 4 in the morning. Oh, yeah, that's what I should
Friday, around 9.
I need to play a commercial. I got a commercial to play. But yeah, while I'm downloading that, you guys just talk amongst yourselves. No, so yeah, we're gonna leave Thursday morning, which means Big Willie's gonna have to come over here on Wednesday night, tomorrow night. He's gonna just sleep here and hang out. So, first thing he asked me was, "Do you have Madden?" I'm like, "No, I don't have Madden. I don't play football games." I said, "I have an Xbox One X, though. If you have a disc, you can bring it over and play."
I got a Nintendo 64.
Oh, I wish I had an N64. Jake says we need a union. Chad can't work you guys like that.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, thanks, Brian. Appreciate that, man. Eli will be up soon. Appreciate that. So yeah, he's like, "You got Madden?" I said, "No, I've got Forza Horizon 3 and 4. I was naming off all these games I have and wasn't interested. We play different games. But that's okay." I told him we'll just have to go live on YouTube when he's here. Get him in the studio. Oh yeah, so Connor sent me that. Did you guys see Connor's commercial yet?
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you play that. You got it?
I am... Oh, when he sent it to me, it just sent a You'll get an
YouTube
email
link.
letting you know if the file is shared with you. Oh, Connor, you have to approve me, I guess. When you sent me that file, I thought that was just the whole file, but apparently I have to
I'll
I have to
forward it
be
you.
approved.
I'll forward it to you.
Oh, did you get it?
Yeah. I didn't need to be approved for nothing.
K-Man 847, yes, I did get a haircut just about an hour and a half before this show started. Whoa, it says access denied.
Huh. Let's see
Huh.
what happens when I do it.
Oh, maybe it's because I'm signed in as the wrong email address. Here we go. Oh, nope. Request sent. Son of a bitch. Alright, well.
I'm gonna send it to you right now. See if you can open it that way in your messenger.
Alrighty. Yeah, I can
See
open
if
it
I
this
can.
way.
I just having problems
Yep,
with your
I can
phone.
open it.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Yeti Bars.
Yeti bars.
Hey, I'm Connor from Bigfoot Anon, and I'm always on the hunt for the next
Love it.
big adventure. When you're on the trail for long hours, you build up quite the stench, enough to drive any skunk ape or yeti away. Luckily, I'm on the quest now for the solution to all my problems. Yeti bars. They do exist.
They do exist.
Available in tons of different scents and fragrances. Check out YetiBars.net for more and use my code BA10 for a special offer. Clean like a beast. Yeti Bars!
Yeti Bars! Get yours today.
Oh, that's perfect, Connor. I love it, man. You're so
This
fucking
guy is a star, baby. I'm telling you.
awesome. He is.
I'm keeping that loaded just so we can do a couple more.
I never will forget the first time I met Connor was on, I think it was the Paranormal Chop Shop. He had come on as just a real fast guest. He could LinkedIn. It was so amazing. I was like, I can't believe this guy.
I know it. So
Where's he
much
been all
energy.
my life? I think I said.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no problem, man. Thanks for letting us, even though we're not even getting paid, it's kind of cool just to have a little sponsorship action.
Pretty awesome.
Pretty sweet. I just like saying, this episode of the podcast is brought to you by Connor.
Yeti bars.
Yeti Bars. They do exist.
Dude.
I have a feeling JoJo Bone is on the internet right now ordering a Yeti bar too. What was the promo code? Let me make sure I know the promo code.
Bars!
BA10. Badass 10 is what you're going to type in. Wonder what BA stands for. Brian Adams.
Yep.
Oh, thanks, Jeanette Sanchez. Appreciate that. BA10. Use promo code BA10 at yetibars.net.
Pretty sure BA is Bigfoot Anon 10 is what I would go with.
You know, it could either be Bigfoot Anon or Badass or...
Subscribe, y'all.
Hey, thanks, Cassie, for dropping that Buy Me a Coffee link. That is a way that you can help out the show. Buy us a coffee, just in case we get low on one. And
That's
it helps
right.
out. with
I love
StreamYard.
coffee.
If we can't get Chad enough coffees, he ain't going to be able to come back from North Carolina.
That's right.
They got enough money to get there.
You'll see me on the side of the road with my thumb up.
Chad likes his coffee dark.
I like it dark and deep with distinct tones of
chocolate
honey
and
chocolate and all kinds of stuff.
undertones of hazelnut and
I like my weed green
all sunny.
and on fire.
Wait. Today's not 420, is it? We should
No,
be
tomorrow is.
Oh hell, we're gonna have
I'm
to.
practicing.
Oh my
I'm
god!
practicing.
Then we know what the topic is tomorrow.
Tomorrow is, besides Matt,
Wacky Weed Wednesday.
Second Star Survival. It's Wacky Weed Wednesday.
Tomorrow is a universal holiday.
It is dark, deep. I'm trying to think of what he says after that. With distinct. I can't remember what he says.
Last night, Jimmy Church made the best improvement to his show that he could ever made, and it made the show so much better.
I could hear him I could hear his thoughts. When he went to
Right?
commercial, it was so quiet. I could hear him screaming in his head. He was like, the audio. So I bet tonight it's going to be fixed.
Tonight is going to be, I mean, but to be able to see the guest
Yeah, that
Is
part
it-
is awesome.
adds a totally different side to the show, man.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeanette. Doesn't stand for badass. All right. Maybe it stands for Badass Bigfoot Anon. BA2. Okay. BA squared. Dark. Deep. With distinct tones of chocolate. With distinct chocolatey undertones. I don't know what he says there. I'm going to have to figure that out. Get his whole thing, his whole routine figured out. Yep. Let's see. Is there any slow music I can put on for Sonny?
You want to see Sunny doze off?
What's rock? We've never played rock before.
It's got a beat.
Yeah! Welcome back to another episode of the Chad Smith Podcast.
Now we're awake.
We got Sonny Conway in the house over here on the right. We got Spooky Morales down there on the bottom.
Hola.
Oh, man. Yeah, Brassel's music would wake us up. Man, have you seen his new commercial? Or not commercial, but his little... Let's just play everybody's stuff while we're waiting on Eli.
UFO Garage in the house, y'all.
What? Ben's here? What's
My boy
up,
Ben.
dude?
What's up,
Ben,
bruh?
good morning, brother.
Good to see you, Ben.
Ben, I will see you this week. Still feels good to say, man.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. You're going to see him this
Yeah.
week.
I will-
I'm not jealous.
This is a magical weekend.
This
Magic.
ain't right, man.
I'm sorry, man. One
Oh,
of these
Y'all leaving me
days-
here, to hold down the fort.
I actually might be able to do the show Friday. I'm taking all the stuff with me.
Might, I didn't know this was an option. This is your show.
Friday from the room.
Friday's Sonny's show. Okay.
No, that's our
Oh,
show.
okay.
It's all ours. That's
I see how it
Spooky's show,
is.
actually. Spooky's in charge. I'm just going to be a guest Friday.
This one is my fault. It's Friday one is Sonny's fault. I mean, it's our show, but yeah, I think I'll be able to hang out with you on Friday, Spooky. We'll see. I mean,
would
that's
be-
why I'm taking
I mean-
everything. So
I just want you guys to have the time of your lives. I mean, don't worry about the show. We're gonna have fun.
This
we'll keep
weekend, it's not
expectations
even-
low.
Guys, it's not even this weekend in Texas. We're going to be in Vegas. Whew. No sleep for 48 hours, straight partying in Vegas.
Oh man, might as well not even get hotels. You guys could just sleep in vans down by the river.
If they had a river running through it, we could.
I'm not even joking. If I had one of those really nice vans that has the bed in the back, or like the back bench seat, like folds down to a bed. Have you been in one of those?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
If I had one of those, I probably wouldn't even get a hotel room.
Ah, see there.
Hmm.
Diesel girl.
This is how it all begins. The moment Spooky Morales takes over the show, then the world.
Yep.
He likes his coffee dark. Just so everyone
I do
knows.
indeed. Deep.
It's our show. our show, Cassie.
Right on, Cassie. That's what's up. That's what I'm saying. Yes.
That's right. That's right.
And by the way, Cass, you can come on whenever you'd like. Please, please. I would love to do a show with you.
Oh, that would be cool.
Right?
Yeah, Cassie, how's your internet been working out? I know you
Wait.
switched over to AT&T, I think.
Weren't you supposed to have internet and everything in April?
Gotta cut a tree down. There's a tree blocking the
Yeah, we need
signal from the
an
satellite.
internet update on. We need a Cassie internet update.
She's up by Humboldt County. Speaking of that,
Got
I
some
would
good
add-
weed.
I got a care package from Deanna, Cassie's daughter,
What?
in Humboldt, from Humboldt County.
Humboldt
Oh,
grown, world famous.
What's Humboldt County?
That's where they grow the best weed in the world, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I was pretty excited. I popped open one of my gifts that was in that bag, and it was a jar of weed. And when I smelled it, I was like, "It smells like Humboldt weed."
Nice.
Then I smoked
Wow.
it and almost died, I think. I don't even know how I made it back in the house. One bowl. I was so high. Oh,
Cassie cracks me up. I've got trees galore. That's good to hear, though. I've heard a lot of California is being burnt to the ground, so I'm glad that you still got some trees over there.
bet you wish that one tree would have burnt down.
I got trees. They're all palm trees.
Oh, those aren't even from this country.
It sounds good when the wind blows through them.
Where did palm trees come from? Anybody have any guesses?
Palm trees, Hawaii.
That's what I thought too, but let me think. Let me see here. The lineage of palm trees has been traced to regions of India, northern Africa, and regions of Southeast Asia. Also, South Pacific Islands.
That's right.
Palm trees.
A swallow carried a coconut here. Where's Lee? I need Lee from First Floor Audio. It was a swallow. It was a 2-pound swallow carried a coconut.
Oh my god.
That's how coconuts got here. That's how palm trees got here.
Oh man. Yeah, I thought it was Hawaii that they were brought over. But none of this that I'm reading says Hawaii. So,
How about Florida? Bahamas?
according to Florida ecologists, only 12 palm tree species are actually native to Florida. I didn't even realize any were native to Florida. The majority of the palm trees that people see each year are not from the area. In fact, most of Florida's palm trees have been imported from other places like South America and Asia.
The more you know.
Do 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 do. Man, I need to get that as an overlay video.
Yes.
That'd be cool.
And you gotta put the amazing Enzo in there somehow. His he has to be attached to it.
Well, I looked for that on Canva, and they don't have it. They don't have the more you know, or they don't have the rainbow thing, or they don't have any of that, so I'd have to make one.
So you don't have palm trees up there, Chad? You know
Hell no.
those leaves that you see up on the top of the palm tree?
Yeah.
Those are covered. It looks like a saw blade. It's just got spikes on it that stick out like this far, thorns all the way up those branches till it gets to the palm and the leaf up there. And when you don't trim those trees, those things fall down and hang over. And when the wind blows, it blows them off. Dude, they're like some of the palms are like 5 to 6 feet wide, and those spikes, those thorns, all the way up that branch, and that thing falls from like 150 feet, and it don't stay like right where the palm tree is. When the wind's blowing it, it'll blow it like 2 blocks over. And yeah, if that thing hits you coming down, it will mess you up, dude. It'll cut you bad.
I can't even imagine.
I've had them hit cars and hit them from blowing out of the trees.
You're talking about the
Palms, the leaves,
like the palms that are on the sides of the trunk?
the palms that are at the top that you're seeing
Oh.
that makes the palm tree. Yeah, those things have big thorns on them. all the way up the
Oh,
stalk till it
I
gets to
didn't
the
know
palm.
that.
So all down here is all thorns. And when they
Oh.
fall over, when they die, and then the wind blows, then those thorns are rock hard because they're dead. They're not green no more.
Right.
Yeah, they'll hurt you bad if they fall on
Oh
you.
man. Hey, Lee
First
from
floor
First
audio.
Floor Audio.
Yeah.
He's
What's
here.
up, dude?
Alien
Bring him in
girl.
and have him tell you about the swallow that brought the coconut. That's how the palm trees got
Time is an illusion.
here. He'll know the weight. He'll know the weight and everything. Okay. That Chad definitely don't know what that is because it's a movie. That's the swallow carrying the coconut is from
Yeah, I don't know what that's from.
Search for the Grail. It's Monty Python movie.
Oh, I was wondering why Lee would know. No one else. The
An African swallow? I don't know. Boom.
fronds from Royal Palms can kill someone. The palm fronds from Royal Palms can kill someone. Palm
Yep.
fronds? Is that what they're called?
Cut your head off if they hit you.
Wow, I didn't even know that they had thorns on them. Pinzer says we had a palm tree in our yard growing up. Dad chopped it down because he got tired of the palms everywhere. It was messy. Little did he know we could have uprooted it and sold it. Oh, the palm tree because they're worth a bunch of money.
They're very expensive, especially when they're mature.
Like I have a Seiko palm out here that's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth money. Yeah.
Hey, what's
People
up, just
literally, if you plant them in your front yard and you don't have a fence around your yard here, they will come and dig them out of your yard and take them.
Really?
Yeah, they just take your Seiko palm.
Hijacking
man.
palms.
Yep.
I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah, people pay that much for them that they'll drive around out here and steal them.
Just E, how's it going? I've heard that you've been
morning.
hanging out over at oh my god, I'm blanking on the Luke and Rebecca. What's the name of their channel?
AAP?
Yeah, AAP's Variety Channel. Bam!
Bam!
Heard you've been spending some time over there. That's cool. You guys are all hanging out.
You know who I saw on the SOR the other day was
There it
Ghost
is.
Dragon.
On SOR?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Ghost Dragons. Oh, what do you mean? He was like on the screen?
On the panel, yes. I was like,
Really?
what?
I haven't
yeah.
seen
Where
that
was this
before.
at?
It was with John Hudson and I think Gemma.
Oh.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't know Ghost Dragons
pretty
came on
cool.
screen.
Did awesome too.
Wow, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Lindsay. Good to see you here. Good morning, Lynn LeBlanc.
Sunday it was, yeah. Thanks, Enzo. It was Sunday.
Oh, okay.
And I thought I was going to see Enzo on there too, because I know he's been on there. I saw Enzo,
Yeah,
but I think
man.
that might have been Saturday.
Yeah, Enzo was on. It was Saturday, I think, because I remember
Because
seeing that
Enzo's
too.
always totally
Yep.
profesh.
One
Enzo's
hell
always
of a
ready to
Steve
go on.
Filler. When you got Enzo on your show, dude, it's quite entertaining.
Comes with facts too.
He does. He just knows everything.
Well, he's flexible. Like he'll sit there and bullshit with you on just like random stuff, or if you want to dig into a topic, he can dig into a topic with you.
Jojo Bone knows things. Enzo knows everything.
That's right.
Yes.
And he's always right.
Oh, that's some pressure. Gotta always be right now.
Yeah.
My show watching schedule is going to be a disaster this week. I haven't
Wait a
had an
minute, wait a minute.
opportunity.
We got past taxes, and now we got 420. It's all partying now.
Yeah. Hey guys, we got somebody backstage. I'm
What?
gonna have to close this music down real quick. But yeah, I want to introduce our guest for today. We've got Eli Family, 1983. Welcome, Eli. How's it going, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Good morning. Sorry for the confusion this morning with the links and everything.
No, you're good. You know, I know Cassie invited me. I was like, I really don't do mornings, but yeah, that's just the way it is.
I'm so sorry, man. What part of the country are you in?
I'm in Texas.
Okay, so yeah, it's pretty early for you, huh?
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry, man.
that's okay. It's
Wait,
okay.
it's like It's like 10:30 in Texas, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah it
It's
is.
7:30.
Oh, it's 10:30 there.
It's
Oh, yeah.
7:30 here.
Yeah, man. No, it's 9:35 actually.
Oh, 9:35.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Slow.
yeah. I get these guys out of bed. They got to be on here at 7 in the morning their time. They're over in California.
Yeah. Oh, like I said, I was up and everything. I just like totally forgot. You know.
No
what I mean?
problem.
Like,
No worries.
yeah.
Yeah, we were
I do
just
that all
hanging
the
out.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I sleep through the shows. I slept through a Paranormal Shop show.
Hey, Cassie. Me too. I was just like, oh, like what?
Woke up.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I woke up from that Paranormal Shop show that one time. And my phone was a million notifications. I'm just like, oh, that's probably not good.
No, I know, right? No,
When
I
you have
woke
to
up.
scroll through your notifications, that's not a good sign.
Yeah, Cassie texted me at midnight or something. It's like, you want to be on there? It's like, I didn't read it until this morning. I was just like, huh? Then I seen your show on. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on.
Wait a minute, I'm supposed to be on that.
I know, right? Oh,
Whoops.
well, I just had a long time, my daughter's health and my health, So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I just been so busy with everything. So,
Yeah.
Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Oh, and you didn't keep.
Oh,
No,
man.
you're fine, man. We just hung out and
yeah,
We're just
good.
glad you're here, brother.
yeah.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Welcome.
Feel like I've known you forever already. It's weird.
Yeah, man. I've been following you for a long time.
Okay,
Hickey
sweet.
Lashes,
Aw.
Dusty, what's up?
Nice. Yeah, we got Just E in the house. Ellen Crystal Energy's here. Good
Ryan,
morning.
what's up?
Jax's Haunted Chit Chats. I like that channel name.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's my co-host.
Oh, okay,
on the
sweet.
channel.
Nice. And then I'm not sure who the Facebook user. Oh, it's Brian John. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for dropping that link for us. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, Cassie, for dropping the link too.
I know, right, Jax? I always keep you waiting.
No, you're good, man. So what's going on with your channel? What do you do for your channel?
Well, interview paranormal investigators.
Okay.
And it's pretty interesting. I just find out, how they investigate and how they feel during an investigation and
Okay.
paranormal just sort of like what they seen what they seen while they're investigating and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Other than recording it. And just trying to get down, to the bottom of just like, what do they feel, instead of recording everything they see,
Right.
personal
So-
experiences, and
So you yourself, you're not a paranormal investigator
No,
yourself?
no.
Okay.
Well, actually, like I actually died back in this April last year of COVID, and actually seen a lot of experiences myself,
You
of
you
death and stuff like that. So I had
You-
out of body experiences and near death experience as well.
wow, so your heart stopped?
Oh yeah. Well, I would. They actually put me on a ventilator for a month in April due to COVID
man.
and double pneumonia. So I passed away, and I seen heaven and hell. You know what I mean? Basically, and just seeing when God showed me how how it is to see the spiritual form, how they died, and how you die in a spiritual just like like if someone dies, like automatically, like how they feel and how God does come back to them and judge them in that time when he comes back.
Mhm.
Or if someone commits suicide, God shows me, what are the steps for them when they pass away and where they go or where they could go, or maybe God does show them a vision where, hey, what I mean, you got to change your life around. He knows that he knows that if you would go back to the earth, would you do the same thing? If not, then he would give you another chance. So
Yeah.
thank you, Arden.
Well, yeah, that's interesting because that we kind of do the same thing. Like myself, I'm not a paranormal investigator, but I do have a large interest in talking to a lot of these people
Oh yeah.
and just figuring out how they work and how the process works and how they got started with it and stuff. So that's cool that we're kind of on the same page there.
Oh yeah. I seen. No, so go ahead. But
I was just going to say, did that get started with the COVID thing, or were
Yeah, with
you
COVID.
interested before that?
Well, no, I was interested before that.
Okay.
I had another channel before this channel before I got hit with COVID. I just couldn't remember passwords and stuff like that.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. So I know I'm trying to wake up, Cassie. Damn it.
Yeah, she's yelling at you from the chat room. That's funny.
Yeah.
Wake
So
up, Eli.
I know. I'm just like, hey, I need my soda. You know what I mean? But yeah, I could tell you a lot about that. But yeah. What's up, Janet? Yeah, it is interesting. I mean, like, I woke up. I couldn't even remember most passwords, man. Like, due to brain fog at that time when I woke up. Um,
Yeah.
and so when I got back, like, my phone got destroyed too. I don't know why. Um, had to come up with another email and everything else, another YouTube. I mean, my YouTube is still up, right now. So,
Okay.
but I can't get into it. That's the problem.
Oh man, that sucks.
I know I was monetizing everything, so oh well, it's not all
Really?
about that now. Yeah,
What was that
uh,
channel called?
same channel,
Oh,
but it has
okay.
more videos and
Oh wow.
it's
Okay.
funny and sweet. Oh, thanks, Cassie. I'm supposed to interview her. She's supposed to interview me. I think next month. I think it is
Cassie
about my
is.
experiences. Yeah.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah,
Well,
but that's
you might have some pretty good luck with her. I think she's got some good internet now.
oh yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's
Well, I
gonna be
mean,
a good time.
well, at first I didn't. He's addicted to pizza. Oh well, I was, but sometimes I eat it. But yeah.
Oh, trust me. I mean, I won't go around town telling people that I'm addicted to pizza, but I'm addicted to pizza. I mean, if you
Oh yeah.
put a
What's up,
pizza in front of
Ember?
me, it's gonna disappear pretty quick.
I'm the pizza monster.
I love pizza.
Oh
Any
yeah.
Italian food, guys.
Oh hell yeah.
Body by pizza
Yeah.
here.
I wasn't joking. I wasn't joking the other night when I said I made 3/4 of a pound of spaghetti and ate it all.
Oh shit. Man, that's me right there. I
That's a
would
lot of
so eat.
carbs.
Oh yeah. Well,
That's my carbs.
actually, I'm diabetic now because of COVID. Like before COVID, I got tested. I wasn't diabetic, but when I got hit with COVID, I woke up. I was diabetic too. So that's what sucks. Everything changed around. So
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks, man.
it does.
Is it
Sorry.
it's what's that called? Type 2, you said?
Yeah, type 2.
That's the one that you can get rid of, right, if you change your
Yeah.
diet. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. It's kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's been a constant struggle my whole life.
Yeah, I mean, I love food. To be, I was like to say, food. I love food, but food doesn't love me. So man.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I've always had those friends that they could sit there and eat a whole pizza and down a 2-liter of Coke and still lose weight and keep their six-pack.
Oh yeah.
And I was the one that if I had one slice and didn't run a mile, I was gaining 10 pounds.
Yep. Hey, you can hear me gain weight. You know what I mean? Just like
Yeah.
staring at a slice of pizza. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like
I hear you there, man.
The food loves you so much it doesn't want to leave you.
I know, right? Hey, but you're in bed dying if you sit there and eat too much of it, right? You know what I mean? Like,
Get out of my belly!
I know, right?
It's
Right?
time to part ways.
There you go. Just like the sea, parting.
Greg, if I need to drill that into my brain, man. If that was drilled into my brain when I was born, we'd be set. Eat to live, not live to eat. But
Exactly.
I don't know. I live to eat.
Yeah.
I like to live good.
I like
Hey,
living
hey.
comfortable.
I'll die happy. Shit, why not?
Yeah,
But dying is not easy.
lifestyle changes are super tough. Anything you got to change, because we naturally just get into the routine that we feel most comfortable with. So to try to get out of that routine it goes against what you want to do. And it takes
It does. Sorry.
weeks and weeks to get into a habit.
It does. Like I'm in, like a couple weeks ago. Like I think it was like last month, and no, it was on Christmas. I ended up in hospital with my sugar all the way up to 1,000. And they had to like drop it down and stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah, Dude,
1,000.
over 1,000. I was sitting in the bed just tripping out, like seeing things on the wall and everything else, dude. And I was just like, went to
Dear
hospital.
God.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, died twice, bro. Like I'm just like basically died twice, and I was just sitting there for like, oh shit.
Oh, man.
It was wild experience. That was. Yeah.
Great.
Man,
That's awesome. I'm sorry, Chad.
Oh, no problem.
Don't do that. That's awesome, man. That's incredible. That's hard to do. 9 days
wow.
is a long time, dude.
Great
Yeah,
job, Greg.
it is.
A long time.
Very-
That's really
Stick
good.
with it,
Greg.
man. You got it.
Absolutely,
You got it,
stick
bro.
with it.
9 days, you got it now.
Absolutely. That's awesome, man. Congratulations.
Yep.
Yeah. The whole addiction to food, I definitely feel you there. You should have lived with me. We could have been roommates when I was on keto, man.
Shit.
Keto was working good for me until I screwed that up.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know what keto is. Is this some kind of like
It's basically no carbs. You cut out all your carbs, so all your sugar and pastas and breads and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Just eat like meat and vegetables and cheese and butter and like protein and fats, basically healthy
Okay.
fats.
Yeah. Well, I don't eat bread anymore, so I mean, like,
Yeah,
I cut that
that's
out.
good.
Sodas, you know.
Oh, good
Um,
man. If you cut out bread and soda, that's huge,
Yep.
Yeah.
huge.
So much sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah, it's
yeah.
unbelievable how much sugar they pack into those
Oh, yeah.
sodas. Yeah, I think I did like lost about 85 pounds in 6 months or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Cutting out all that stuff. So I
On
went from-
keto.
Yeah, on keto. Yep. But yeah, if you start kind of cheating, it slowly comes back into your life. Like you'll cheat once with like a candy bar, and then next thing
Yeah.
you know, the next time you go to the gas station, you're like, that didn't feel that bad. I'll grab another candy bar. And
Oh
then
yeah.
the days keep going, and you keep grabbing candy bars and keep grabbing. It's
Yeah. I think it's also with moderation too. So yeah.
calorie deficit is the best way to lose weight and really the only way. Yeah, I mean it only makes
Sure.
sense. It's all math, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you
But
burn
sorry.
if you burn 2,000 and you're only bringing in 1,500, obviously something's going to happen
Oh yeah.
eventually. So yeah, man, that's cool.
Yeah, but back to paranormal, like I mean, because I used to have a on my channel, I used to have a chronic pain channel, before it was my other channel. So I always tell myself, if I could help just one person out, that would encourage me to help others more every single day. So,
That's awesome.
even with paranormal too, like it's sort of like helping people out. I mean, now after seeing the afterlife and being a spirit and and how God showed me, what they felt like and why they're there and how they're there and how they communicate with the living. Like
Mhm.
now I can maybe because I know some spirits are different, some spirits are earthbound, some spirits, like are here for certain reasons to communicate with their loved ones, but what God was showing me is just like how people die and stuff. But at the same time, like He was just showing me to educate, um, the living to be like, hey, it's not all fun and joke. When you communicate with spirits, you got to have respect for them and show them, hey, we're here for you. We're not here to, you know, um, disrespect you in any way in your own place.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing that I see a lot of people that don't really know what they're doing or they haven't been in it for very long. They
Yeah.
jump into it, and a lot of them, after learning what I've learned, like how you're supposed to do it, the process of respecting the situation and the story that you're coming up into, and like the location, the people that were there.
Mhm.
Yeah, if people just jump into it and they don't have the respect like that, they can be very disrespectful towards the spirits that are there when they do their
Yeah.
investigations.
But you think about it like, but when you pass, when you die, you forget about everything in your life. Um, you go through a void. You end up wherever you're gonna end up at. Some people stay in darkness. Some people, you're in the void, and people are just like you see everybody's lives like, but you could tell like what their lives are. I mean, you're not busy communicating with the life and the other us. With spirit
Yeah.
boxes and everything. You're worried about your own demise at that time. You know what I mean? You're too worried about if you're in hell or you're talking to God. I mean, I don't know who we're talking about, who we're talking to in these spirit boxes. It could be the loved ones. It could not be. A lot of people say that kids are stuck in this world. You know what I mean? Like small kids. Well, I know at a certain age, a kid knows what they're doing right and wrong, but some kids, I mean, God does take them, and God does say, you know what I mean, like with the mentally ill and stuff like that, when they commit suicide and everything. So God does tell them, um, like they don't know what they're doing because they're not right in the head, But I mean, God's just showed me a lot of stuff, but I'm sorry to
Mm-hmm.
go on about it. But at the same time, um, they like me, I didn't know about communication, people communicating with me, like my co-host, she was communicating with me, and all the wavelengths, how it had happens, it's all they talk to you through your mindset. I mean, when you're gone, you don't have hands, you can't feel your feet on the ground. You know what I
Right.
mean?
No
It's all,
physical.
yeah, it's all mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Like
So you're
and
saying that
so
your co-host spoke to you or communicated with you when you were gone?
yeah, oh yeah.
Whoa.
So I mean, I felt like when she did that, I felt like wavelengths, through my head. It meant to me it was a scary experience actually. The way it sounded and such like that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that going on like that. While I was being tortured.
Oh
Um,
wow.
and everything else. And uh, it was a wild experience, God showing me all this and that, but I was going through my own hell. I'm talking about like family trying to kill you or telling you that, something's wrong with you. This doctors are doing experiments on you and
Mm-hmm.
everything else, you're being hanging from poles and everything, and them torturing you and everything. But at the same time, like it's 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 something that you'll never forget. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
um I mean, I don't think, to me, I wasn't worried about communicating with the world. I was communicating of getting the hell out of there. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
mean, like, um, it was just an experience that, you know, that it was sort of like, you had no choice but to, have those clips in life. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like God was just like, it was just like a, sort of like, it was sort of like a magnet. It was pushing you to that it was sort of like a 5 minute clip, but that 5 minute clip was just like eternity to you.
Oh,
There were
okay.
like cubes,
Mm-hmm.
cubes of people being in there, being tortured and everything else. You could
Whoa.
see that. You could feel what they felt, what they were in life, and everything else. And it was
Mm-hmm.
just a wild experience. That
Sounds very crazy. Yeah, it sounds
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Um,
Um,
Justin wanted to know, is it your voice that they're speaking to you in, or is it your voice? Or their
um,
voice or your voice?
what do you mean by that? Sorry.
I guess like when you hear the people talking to you in your head,
It was
like when you were gone.
it's more like well, to be honest, like it's crazy the way you said. Oh, you're talking about like through spirit box wise, right?
I'm thinking Justin might be talking about when you were gone and you heard communication, like when you felt the
Okay.
waves in your head,
It was sort of like the waves only,
just
to be honest.
waves. Okay.
Yeah, it was sort of like whooshing sound, like it was weird.
It's very, yeah. I mean, I've never experienced it, but everyone that I've talked to that has experienced something like that, they do say that it's not words. It's not like English or
No,
anything like
no,
that. It's
it's
just
just
a knowing.
it's a knowing of communication. I mean, I heard people when I remember when I landed on the hospital floor. You know what I mean? And I see my own body on the bed.
You landed on the hospital floor.
Yeah, like after being in the void, I heard a phone ring. That was the phone was so familiar to me. I think because my fiance was trying to call me a lot of times. Was still trying to on the phone. So I was always wanted to communicate with her, but I couldn't. I would see the phone, but those entities were just like laughing at me. They're like, "Well, it's been months since you heard from her. No one loves you. No one cares about you. The world
Oh
doesn't care about you."
man.
I mean, it was just torment to me left and right. But I mean, like, to be honest, that was my only communication was just torture. And you see the blackness in their eyes. We're just like, like you're here with me. You're worthless. You're nothing. Like, it was just a wild experience. Like, I mean, sorry, Kim, I'm jumping off subject, but
No, man. I'm following you. So that happened. How long was this for? You said it was
a
a
month
month or a
for a
month.
month, yeah, something. It felt like longer.
Probably
Like
felt like 20 years.
yeah, it is. I mean, when you think about it, like when you're dead, you don't think about time. You don't think, oh, what time is it, or oh man, this would be so cool to put on YouTube. You don't think about it in that. you just think about like you have no choice but to go through all that, like. Um, But going back to the wavelengths,
Sorry, that just made me laugh. Chad Smith is Sonny's father? No, or there's a little bit of an age difference going the other direction.
No, he's my dad.
Sonny's 5 years older than I am.
Bastard.
so yeah, sorry for jumping off subject, but
No, that's not. That's on subject. No, that's
Yeah,
That's
dude, you're
fine,
doing
man.
perfect. Don't
You're doing fine.
apologize.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, I'll answer whatever questions you guys got about that or whatever you guys want.
Are you able to put that into, like, is it just more of random thoughts, or do you think you could start as a timeline and like?
I can, but I would have to meditate. I think meditate helps me just remember everything. There's certain things that I don't want to remember, but in dreams it does come back to you. It's sort of like a place memory. It's sort of like you go into the store and you bump into a chick or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, and then
Yeah.
you're like, I remember that 2 years later. Now me, I mean, I remember it clearly. I mean, like every smell, every touch, every like just everything. People that you haven't even seen in your life in the hospital, and then you see when you're gone. I even
Okay.
see my own stuff in a body bag one time. When I was gone too. And
Jack says spirits don't have the same concept of time as the living do.
yeah,
Right. Yeah. So, yeah, because time is just like a concept here that we have on Earth, because it's
yeah,
it's just the thing that we came up with to measure
yeah.
how long we've been here.
But it's like this, like with me, like it's kind of hard. Like the reason why I look up too is because that's how I see it when every time I look up. You know what I mean? Like everything. I mean everything I see is like like I go like this. I'm just like because I can't really. If I'm talking to you straight up, I like this. That's how I have to imagine it. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
and that's how I see things. Um, in the memory wise,
Yeah, that's
But
understandable.
yeah, I'm just letting you know the reason why I look up when I do that.
Justin says, I guess that changes if you're not looking at death coming.
Well, it's kind of hard with that. You don't see the death. Oh, you don't see death coming. Like I remember, my sister called an ambulance. I was in an ambulance and I died. That's it. I mean, you don't see it coming.
So
You
you
don't know
remember
when you're
being
coming.
you remember being in the ambulance and your
Mhm.
sister called the ambulance for you
Yeah, and I just passed away just like that, just
in the ambulance?
in the ambulance. Yeah, I couldn't breathe.
So she called for you because you couldn't breathe? You weren't
Yep.
getting. Wow,
Yep.
that must have been so scary,
Cough,
man.
coughing and breathing at the same time and talking, and all of a sudden, boom, like that, like lights out. You're in a place you don't want to be, and yeah, yeah, it's wild. So,
Yeah, that's very wild, because most people say. Okay, so I have a friend. I won't say his name. I'll never say his name, but I have a friend that overdosed on heroin and died. And when he was gone in the other spot, he was pit. Like when they brought him back with Narcan, he was very upset, very pissed that they
Yeah.
brought him back, because he tells me every time I ask him, he tells me that the place that he was in before they brought him back here was 100 times, 1,000 times better than here.
Yep.
And he said that when they brought him back here, it was like they brought him back to hell.
Yep.
And every time I talk to him, I ask him, he's like totally down to go again. He's like, I'm not obviously going to do it to myself again, but I know that when I leave here, I'm going back there.
Yep.
And everything's going to be cool.
I remember at the end, like, I spoke to God. I was tired, man. I wanted to give up, dude. I really did. Like, and I had my hand back, and God was all like, he goes, get up already. Like, he was like, get up, get up, get up. And I was just like, I didn't want to get up, and I was like, but to me, he was backing off from me, you know what I mean? Like, and he goes, no, so it's like basically not time for you to go, time for you to go. But then he was sort of like some angelic music, like um kind of like native music, like with some with horns and everything else. It was so beautiful, dude. I mean, his love was so beautiful. I didn't want
Wow.
to go, bro. Like I just like, and then like he showed me visions about my mom and her step brother or whatever, and so like I just wanted just like go with him. He goes, no, are you ready to go home? I was like, yeah. I went home, man. I felt the pain in my body. You know what I mean? I was just like, they were just like, okay, it's time for you to wake up. You know what I mean? Like, had a trait in my throat and everything else, and it was just a rough experience, but
Going
at the same
back,
time,
coming back
yeah,
here.
yeah, it was like, but it was like when you pass, all the pain goes away. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what
Everything
he was
goes.
telling me too.
Yep.
Hmm.
I mean,
Did
like,
when you were
sorry.
in that spot where before he started talking to you and trying to get you to come back, did it feel like you had the option to give up?
No, I mean, when you're there, like when you're in a certain spot, your spiritual form knows you belong there. You belong there. But when let's say you go to hell, you know what I mean? Like when you're dead, you're dead. Like in the Bible, it says you're dead, dead, dead. Two times. You're
Mm-hmm.
there. But spirits know they belong there, or some spirits know when they go to heaven. You know what I mean? And I mean, to me, I mean, you everything everything leave. I don't know. I can explain it now. Like, I mean, you just know you're there. You belong there. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like
It
in
feels
your
like you're home.
yeah, you feel like you're home. Yeah,
Right.
but you have no choice. You're there. Like you're gone. You're there. So
And it's true that it feels more like everyone always says it feels more like reality than this
yeah,
reality does.
it's like sort of like being in your own glasses. Like you can touch things. You can feel not actually touch things, but you see everything as normal. You know, but
Yeah.
those people are coming at you like, get over here. You know what I mean? Like I want to kill you. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Almost like a test.
yeah. Oh,
You
thanks,
said
man.
you seen real bad things
Oh yeah.
like that, but you also said you seen the good stuff too.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah, you
yeah.
did. Do you
Well, I
concentrate more on the bad stuff though? Do you think about the
no,
bad stuff more?
no.
No.
It's mainly the good things now.
Yeah.
I mean, look. I remember this one group. Like they were all like trying to comfort me. You know what I mean? I guess they were fishing. I guess I was in the North Pole. I don't know where it was. So, and they were just telling me everything's gonna be okay. You know what I mean? Protecting me from actually what's going on. But then they knew that God was taking me to show. I just felt I felt God's voice saying, come over here. Let me show you this and that and this. To me, I was afraid, but to me, I know God was on my side. There was always a cross with me. I always seen the cross. I would always see my room telling me that in the fit I'm in between worlds. You know what I mean? That I'm still there, and I knew that God was comforting me. But He
Wow.
was showing me those visions that some have came true already. Some already spoke to people, and they lived that life before. Some of those visions they told me I could talk about. You know, um, yeah, and some of them were grandfathers, some were friends, some of them were future tense, some of them already came true for them. You know,
Oh,
I
wow.
mean, so did
Yeah.
you see any?
There's a couple things here. Helen Crystal Energy said after my mom died and came back, the stuff she told me has removed my fear of death, and the conversations we've had since she's passed has confirmed it for me.
Yep. But you think about it, like on my last live, right? Like I talked about everything that was happening, but then now to me, I feel like to me, I know they're kind of messages I need to share with certain people. They're just
Mm-hmm.
not all evil. You know what I mean? It felt like that to me in the beginning on my Q&A. If you guys want to go back and look at it, it felt like that. But to me, I felt like it was for certain people that could help them out. That they what they went through. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like I kind of like lived through it
Mm-hmm.
in my own way. It was kind
Yeah.
of weird.
I don't want to keep bringing you back to this part, but just one more time. When you were in the ambulance and you were
It's
about to
okay.
head out, did you have like a feeling like of peace before, or was it like suffer, 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 lights out?
It was when I was when I was breathing. Like I was trying to breathe and everything. That's it. All I remember is having that big old thing on my face, and I was just like, "That's it." Boom! I was lights out, and yeah.
Hmm.
It doesn't bug me talking about it. It used to, not anymore.
Yeah.
It's just, I actually think it's pretty funny because like I remember when I was past, like I seen a couple of funny things, but like some of it was just. I mean, to be honest, it is what it is. Like I mean, what I experienced, it is what it is. To me, it was frightening because it was lonely. It was just like it's just like I was walking. I was not walking, but I was just like outside, and everything was gray. There was no sun. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of people. It's just like Sonny told me. Do you fixate on the negative? I was like, well, everything when you're gone, that's all you feel really, and some of it are positive. First, you go through. Some people go through heaven. Some people start at hell. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
I mean, God is always trying to comfort you through those times. You know what I mean?
So
And
it's
so
almost
it
like
was the
a
mixture.
lesson that, yeah, it's almost like a lesson that you needed
Yeah,
to learn,
I mean, it
kind of.
is what it is. I mean, you feel what you feel. You hear what you feel. But God is
Hmm.
always there. There's always a cross. You would always see a cross of God. You would always hear angels around you. It was angels because you would hear them singing, sort of like around you. You know.
Wow.
Um, yeah,
I got a couple questions. The first one
I
was
see that.
from. I just like this wasn't a question, but I like that. There's no way I was accepting Eli dying. Nope. I would have went to hell to drag him out.
Oh, she's.
Is that your co-host?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, awesome. Oh, that's really cool that she cares about you so much.
Oh
Amber
yeah.
had a question. Eli, did you see anyone in your family who had passed?
It's kind of weird. I was just thinking about that a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Um, no, but the things happening to people now, all the bad things that are happening to people right now, or warnings or getting warnings to change, they were in there. They were in my they were in that state. They were in my dead state. I always say that, but they were
Ooh.
always in there. The people that are always in there is something's like my aunt. She was in there and she went through the same thing I did. She woke up, she's fine, but she's weak and everything. She's getting strong. But every person that's in there, something's going to affect their life in some way, and I mean, some people can't contact, but some people can. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
going back to Cassie's, no, no, not
Wow.
really. Like there was just certain people, um, but now I have a see. How did this change your life? Well, what changes my life is like I like I was in physical therapy. I do have a water therapy. With it, it's kind of weird. I was kind of praying to God. When you're in the shower, you think about all these thoughts and everything. And I was telling God, I was just like, show me a sign if you still want me to educate people in this. And He did. Like the light just went out and went back on. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I feel like I can educate people into telling them what's really out there, what spirits feel, how they want to be treated,
Yeah.
such and such, and not everything's bad, you know. It's just like someone going to your house and you're messing around in someone's house. They're going to get angry because you're in their house messing around.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if they answer your question or not, Cassie.
Yeah. Let's see. Doris was asking, what was your first thought when you came back? If you
My
can
first
remember.
thought was, oh my God, it's payday. Because, like, I remember someone telling me it was payday, and I got paid. And I was just like, oh, damn it. I would be out there freaking eating something good and everything. And I'm stuck in here, Like, well, to be honest, I was, you know what I mean? Like, and I remember that. And I remember still going through, um, oh, what is that called? Um, sort of like, um, where you're still out of it because of medicine. I'm gonna
Oh,
remember it later. What's it called?
when you're out
Dang
of it
it.
because of the medicine?
Yeah. Were you still seeing things but you're not? And
Oh, like
um,
hallucinating
yeah,
or.
yeah. So it was. That's the first thought in my mind. Yeah,
It's
but
payday.
I remember just still hallucinating, man. Just seeing things is not even there. But then once I got out of it, man, I was just like, I want to get out of here. But after that, I went to rehab and got better. And I was in a wheelchair first. I couldn't even get up because I couldn't even lift my butt up. But now I went from walker to using two canes. And I'm in the
Hmm.
process of getting off just using one cane
Oh,
and then
sweet,
nothing.
man.
You know, God's good, guys. You know, I mean, He showed me a lot of stuff, and I mean, I could tell you more, but you know, He's got to ask. So, when I just don't want to ramble.
No,
You know,
dude, I'm soaking it all in. It's great. I'm glad that
we're
you're
just
comfortable with sharing so much of it. Yeah, Amber's Paraworld says, "What abilities do you now have that you didn't have prior to the experience?"
it's sort of like knowing, sort of like, you know, like if someone's coming around the corner, you know they're gonna come around the corner.
Oh
Can't explain
yeah,
that. Yeah, sort of like I know what they're thinking next. Like my physical therapist, she was like, okay, I want you to go up these stairs. I want you to go up these little stairs in the pool. And before she said that, I thought she's gonna tell me to do that, and I knew she was gonna do that. Tell me that. So, I mean,
really?
or I know my daughter's gonna come around the corner and knock on my door or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, um,
Huh?
or I mean, it's
That's
weird.
interesting. Yeah, so it's almost like you're more tuned in now. You're
Yeah.
more on the same frequency as everyone else.
Oh yeah. Oh, or some like, or if you tell me, or if you tell me, do you think this person? What do you think about this person? Then a feeling overwhelms me and be like, this is how that person's like. So like, you know, that's what I get to. Can you tell if a spirit? Yes, I could tell. Like, I can't. I was like, it's like Go Get 'Em Lights from She's Awesome. You know, they do
Hmm.
paranormal investigations and stuff like that, and um, they're doing investigation. But I could tell when I'm not even there. I'm just on my bed and watching them, you know, investigate. You know, and
Yeah.
all I know is just I'm just like, I don't want to watch that. You know, 'cause I know what's there. I know what they look
Oh
like.
wow.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Amber, I'm going to text me later. I'll tell you what they are and what they really look like if you want to know. But I mean, it's crazy. You know, I remember one time I was actually standing on the floor, you know, and you know, I was going, you know, standing, I was sitting there, and you see snakes, man. You see like a ton of snakes just biting at your feet. You know what I mean? Like and talking to
Really?
you and cursing you out, you know, and wanting them to
Serpent.
curse at you, you know, like tons of them, you know. But
The serpent.
yeah, yeah. So I
So
mean,
it's interesting that you bring that up because you see that a lot in ancient Egypt and stuff like that.
oh yeah,
The
oh
serpent.
yeah, oh yeah.
Sonny, were you thinking of something? You had that look in your eye,
Amber.
like
No, I was just listening.
you could relate to him or something. You were relating to him or something.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
it's
know.
sort of like I mean, a lot of
The
people when
knowing that
The
the
knowing.
knowing stuff. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's sort of it
When
seems
when
like
I first started
what's that?
figuring it out, Chad, Eli, did you feel like you were making it happen? Like, say, like if you know the phone's gonna ring and then it rings, did you feel
Yeah.
like you were making the phone ring, or
I
did you have
don't
it figured
know.
out like you
I
just
don't
knew?
know. It's just I like you know when someone's talking like so like you know when someone's gonna talk to you. You know when you're about to go pull up to your mom's house. You know that oh shit I'm gonna hear this shit now. You know what I mean? Like so like and you know it. Or sometimes if you know oh I'm gonna have a sorry dinner tonight. You know and all of a sudden you know like you're gonna have a sorry dinner tonight. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
or if you know um or someone like your ex is gonna call you. You know what I mean? You're like then they call you or bad news or whatever, you know, like I mean, there's certain things I can't tell, you know what I mean, until you know, it's just sort of like God saying don't say nothing yet, you know what I mean? Like I can still blabber about everything I want, but at the same time it's just like shh, don't, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so
Oh,
I'm
Kashi has a good question here. Do you see it as a blessing or a curse?
it's sort of like not a it's sort of like a curse or it's sort of like a blessing to me. Well, not that I die, not that I pass away from that,
Right, but
but
more the tuning, like that you're more tuned in now.
yeah, I honestly, going back to a long time on my last, on my last, on my last channel, I always wanted to know how it feels to die. What was on the other side of the veil? But now I know. So maybe that was a blessing. So like, at least I knew what I was curious. Now I know. So maybe that is a blessing from God. I always say
Right.
it's from God from God. I never felt anything evil was going to come around the corner. I always feel that God gave me that gift. I always say God because God saved me from that, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
being on the other side, guys, isn't fun. It isn't. Oh my God, cool. I'm going to tell this experience when I get back. No, You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's not fun. It's not a fun. It's not fun when you're waking up from nightmares from it. It's not. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Like, there was this one I had a dream last night, and I forgot about this place memory. It's called place. I always say place memory. I don't know what it is, not, but um, I remember I was walking in with my family into an elevator, right?
Uh-huh.
And so they wanted to examine us. You know what I mean? This really happened when I was gone. You know what I mean? They, feel like it happened. So, and they wanted to, so I started bashing these things in. He wouldn't die, dude. And all of a sudden, like, there was this kid eating Vaseline and stuff like that. I was trying to help him out and trying to kill this, evil thing on the ground. And then all of a sudden, like, the whole scenery changed where it was just like a lot of you know how like chefs have these carcasses of meats in the back and everything in the freezer, but
Yeah.
they were human beings, bro. Like they were all like like miles long, but that was just a nightmare I had because that's what I experienced in hell. You know what I mean? And there was this evil thing looking at me, sharpening his knives and he with a little clipboard and he was all like, "You're next," sort of like with his eyes and sort of his
Jeez.
mouth, his sharp teeth. I mean, when I dream about those, I get up, I pray to God, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to have those no more, but you know what I mean. I can't help it sometimes. It's not that movies I see. When I go to bed clear-minded, and
Yeah.
meditate and pray to God, making sure I don't have those kind of dreams. But sometimes I can't help it because of um, it's just mainly just It's sort of like um, what do you call those? It's like what war people go through. Like you
Oh, like
know. Yeah,
PTSD.
PTSD. I go through that sometimes.
I bet, man.
Sometimes when I talk to my loved ones, I get mad easily sometimes. But
Uh-huh.
not mad, but I'm just like, you know what I mean? Just that feeling. But I
Irritable.
just,
Yeah.
yeah, irritable, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but it's just ugly
Do, do,
sometimes.
do you feel like now that you're more tuned in with this reality and the people that are in it
I
that
do.
you feel a little bit less like other people's drama doesn't really mean as much anymore.
No,
Like that's
no,
you see it in your head as it's like that's not important. You guys
yeah,
shouldn't even be worried about that kind of stuff.
no, no. It's sort of like this, like it's sort of like what's going on now. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't phase me with all this drama. You know what
Right,
I mean?
because you see how much bigger the picture is.
Yeah, I mean when you're out of your body and go, well, it's just like this. When I mean, compared to what I went through, that's drama, drama, drama. That's like 10 times worse of a drama. You know what I mean? Like it's
Mm-hmm.
sort of like, oh man, like did me go on about it, but whatever. But no, I don't. It doesn't bug me. If someone stresses me out too, it doesn't really fucking bug me. Like, mm,
Yeah.
it's just like whatever, man. Like
Right.
I mean,
But I
it
can see
doesn't.
what you're saying though. Like if you're in a group of people and they're just like bickering back and forth,
Thanks, Chris.
you're kind of like getting irritable because it's like I've already seen the other side. I know how much bigger this picture is, and you guys are focusing your energy on just dumb
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Well,
That makes sense, man.
that quarter kind of like brought me back a little bit because it's like I seen a lot of people's videos, about when they passed over
Mm-hmm.
and everything resonate on me too because we all experience sort of like a different thing, and you know what I mean. Like it's sort of like like heaven, like it's you see the colors, but it's just like it's 10 times brighter, sometimes 10 times better. Like it's sort of like when you're experienced, like when I was hanging from a pole, like those metal poles, and they were washing me down with a water hose, laughing at me and feeling all the heat on my back and everything. And you could feel it though. You could feel it. It's so like pricking your finger, but it's 10 times worth the pain.
Oh
You know what I
no.
mean? Like, but you could
Yeah.
feel the water boost 10 times worth of heat, like your skin just coming off. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I
Whew.
mean? Like it was weird. Like I mean, and then throwing you in a cell, and oh
Mm-hmm.
man, it was just weird.
Yeah, it
Um,
sounds like it.
yeah, but yeah,
Jeanette Sanchez says it's a blessing in disguise despite the circumstances.
yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I love life now because I've been through it. You know what I mean? And I know that I'm going to go to a better place, just like your friend, said when
Yeah.
he passed. I know because I feel like God was telling me next time you come, you're going to come with me.
Right,
Like
right.
you don't have to suffer anymore.
And it
You
will be
know,
a different circumstance.
Yeah, it will.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Kashi says, "Oh goodness, Eli, you have such a great attitude about all of this, and it is a lot. God bless you."
God's good, man. I'll tell you, man. I'm not gonna be a Bible thumper. I'm not gonna be like, hey, throw the Bible out here at people. You know what I mean? But I'm not like that. But at the same time, it's like he is good. I'm always gonna say he's good because he's awesome. And I mean,
Yeah, and I don't want to say that you went through that experience to learn a lesson or anything like you needed to learn a lesson, but it seems like you did
yeah,
come
I
back
did.
with a message to give to
Oh
us.
yeah, oh yeah.
Wow.
Do any beings from beyond look familiar? No. To be honest, no. I don't know. To be honest, like with Bigfoot, I'm going about Bigfoot, but I don't want to go on about them.
wait, what'd you say?
I don't want to go on about Bigfoots because I was shown a lot of things about that, but
You were?
yeah,
Oh, we got to hear that, man.
You were shown things about Bigfoot?
yeah. It's sort of like God was just showing about a lot of things, you know, what I mean? A lot,
We love us some Bigfoot up in here, man.
you know,
Yep.
and
Yeah, man. We like some Bigfoot stuff.
I mean, like, well, it's sort of like I don't know, it's sort of like they it's sort of like dinosaurs, dude. You know what I mean? They used to live back then, but
Yeah.
but could they be spirits? Yeah, but I meant like but maybe anything's possible, really. Like I ain't gonna say much about
So
it.
we might be seeing the spirits of the Bigfoot.
Yeah, yeah. But it's sort of like a spirit. Some of them, you can see them in a form as a spirit, and you're thinking, oh, they're there. You can smell them. You can see them do things. It's sort of
Yeah.
like residual. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what type of other beings? What it guys? Things.
What other type of beings and cryptids did you see that you now know exist?
A lot.
A lot? Wow.
Yeah.
So a lot of the cryptids that we see we're actually seeing them.
Spirits.
Oh, they're
Totally.
spirits.
Sort of like.
So not physical forms.
Because you think about it, way back then, like humans probably didn't exist. I mean, creatures did. You
Right,
know what I
right.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. I mean, maybe some people see weird stuff. You don't know.
Spill the beans, Eli.
Some things I can't tell.
There's some things you can't tell? Oh.
It's when that time is right. When God
Okay.
tells me, hey, it is true. Though, like,
Huh. That's
but-
interesting. That kind of goes along with somebody else's encounter that I've talked to.
But you can't. I mean, like when you see things, it's just. I mean, I was seeing this other person, and she was like, "God's coming soon," and she couldn't really say because it's not her place to say because only God knows when He's coming. I mean, yeah.
Did God feel like a female entity to you?
Nope, I didn't feel any. All I've seen is his what do you call it? His sandal. But it was one of those old sandals. I can't explain it, but it was not one of those sandals but from now these days, where they're all, all cool and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? But it was you could see his toes, you could see his whole foot, and
He had on some Jerusalem cruisers,
oh yeah, he's awesome. Right.
Jerusalem slides.
Oh yeah.
That has some
awesome.
Jesus Crocs.
Yeah, Jesus Crocs.
Yeah.
He
But
was
you-
bougie back then, man.
Yeah, but you could feel his energy, you could feel the love, you could feel the warmth, you could feel everything coming from him. You know what I mean? It was awesome, man. Like, I mean, it was.
I might just add something about the story and basically some of the images that you've been talking about. Chad, he describes a lot of imagery that is very common in very, very deep meditation. And when he describes going into, I think he called it the death state, he's at his most peaceful that he's ever going to be in his life right there. His mind is at total peace. And that is the same peace that I believe that I'm always striving for and experience in the most deepest meditation.
Yes. Yeah.
And the only way to go deeper is to...
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, the only way to go deeper into that meditation is to die.
You have no. I'm saying that you can reach that place within meditation if you practice it, the best you can, and the more practice you put in.
Right.
It's true.
That's what Buddha's doing. our Buddhist monks are doing.
That's right.
It's like it's sort of like no one can break your meditation. No one can break your love for them. You know what I mean? It's like sort of like if someone comes up in the street and say, "Hey, wake up!" You still can't break that meditation
Wow.
because God has you at that certain meditation where just like, hey, you know what I mean? I mean, no matter you get them mad, you're gonna forgive them no matter what. You know what I mean?
But the way you described it as nothing else matters. See, I was sitting here listening to, and I was waiting to hear the key words. And when he said nothing else matters, and Chad, that was actually a brilliant question. How do you make sense of what's happening nowadays in your life and in the world? And he's right. Nothing else matters because you've been to that place of peace. And so you know the way it can be.
Yep.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Even though I haven't been in that state of mind before, it does make sense.
It's sort of like Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I mean, not relating to that, but in similar situations, if you've seen, say you're a high school student and then you graduate and then you go get a job, and now you're in this whole other part of society that you were never in before. So you go back to school and you're like, oh, guys, you don't have any idea what's outside of here. You get to have a job, and you get a paycheck, and you have responsibilities. You get to drive a car. So it's almost like going back to school with all this knowledge of being an adult. Is that kind of similar? Or probably a little not as intense, obviously.
Wait, I see what you mean though. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
having that freedom, like, whoa, hey, but it's well, I mean, in happiness, sort of a way. In happiness, sort of like, or you have that. Oh, look at me now. You know what I mean? But it's sort of not like ooh, like I'm all that. No, it's sort of like it's peaceful. Sort of like drama free always. No matter if someone's pissing you off. Fuck you, you're not breaking my happiness.
I like that.
I mean, sort of like hey, go and be a total bitch. Go and then go. Go. You know what I mean? Like me, I know I'm at peace. You know what I mean? I've seen the worstest already. I've been through the worstest. I felt the worstest. I was tortured the worstest. You know what I mean? Like you're just like a little tiny little bitch. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sort of like, you know what I mean? Like, sorry. Excuse me.
No, I understand what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, to me, I know that my spiritual form is protected from God. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, like, I mean, who doesn't like the stuff in life? You know what I mean? Who doesn't like the good foods? Who doesn't like doing, things that, you know what I mean? Like we're not supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, like, but at the end, like God is so merciful that, you know what I mean? You could just, reach to the stars and be like, you know what, God, I know I done this today. I was just, it's just like sort of like, when I first came back, I was just like, damn, I want to go, I want to go I want to go eat something good when I get out of here. I want to go do something, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm just like, do I really want to do that? You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those, I like talking about it because it makes, I'm trying to, better explain certain things, how I feel about it than what other people feel about it. But it all depends. It all depends on certain things, Like, I mean, it's sort of like if you experience some evil in your death state, you make it into a light. You make it into like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, like that ain't nothing. Like they need nothing. Hey, I'm back. You know what I mean? I overcame all that shit. You know,
your spirit guides protect you.
Yep.
And no matter what, reality or however you want to describe a dimensioned state, when you are connected with your spirit guides, and you all have them, everybody has them. But when you are connected with them, you will be protected no matter where you go. But I highly encourage everyone, when you start your morning meditation, to do it out of a place of gratitude. Just be so thankful for everything about your life and, all your experiences, the people you met, what you've been allowed to do, and just be so, so grateful to the universe, and you will get that back 1,000 times. Believe me.
Yep, it's true. It's true. Like, I mean, nothing can knock you down. To me, nothing can knock me down. I mean, it's just like, like I do have a lot of hate out there and everything else for certain different things that's been going on, and I'm just like, okay, just turn that shit off and move on. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I mean,
What differences do you see in yourself between then and now? Like, were you a little bit more impatient back then, or
no,
more patient?
I was more like, like I don't know. I think I'm the same person than I
Mm-hmm.
was back then.
Just a little
Um,
bit more insight, maybe.
yeah, more like insight of life, more like, like what made the earth and what, like what's more out there for us if we concentrate in the world of basically happiness and, like, I mean, it's kind of hard, man. We wake up every day, we go to work, we shit, we eat, you know what I mean? And we shower, come home, deal with kids bullshit, kids, and we all have our struggles still. I have my struggles still. But at
Mm-hmm.
the end I sit down and I'm just like, huh, was that was nothing compared to what I went through. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
mean, you can actually fix things and make it better, than going into your death state and staying that way. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah.
Going to Arden said, I met my higher self in a dream. When you were in that state, did you see yourself, or did you see only
I only see what
other
was
people?
around me. Like, I felt my spiritual self. I knew that I deserved to. I don't know what it was. I was at. I mean, I'm talking about. I knew where I was at, but I didn't know if it was residual or I don't know where it was. If I was out of body experience, I don't know what it was. But
Mm-hmm.
all I know is I deserve to be in that place. I knew I deserved, but at the same time, I don't know what she's trying to say, but um.
Spooky might have a little bit more insight on that.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Vicky.
I was a little bit caught up in the chat. Could you tell me one
Yeah,
more time, John?
I was just referring to
All right,
Sam's
kind of get thrown off.
comment.
That's what happens with me.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, look at you are your own universe. You are your own God. You are your own spirit guides, okay?
Zero.
We're talking about many, many, many lifetimes. All right? This is all reincarnated because we're just go through these processes to be able to appreciate it more and more until we reach the best place that you can ever be. The nirvana is when we're just grateful and professing love and positivity for everything that lives. So yeah, you're going to meet yourself 1,000 times over if you want to.
Yep.
Amber says pretty much what you're saying. I've seen visions of me in past lives and how I've died while meditating.
And people ask these questions. I know I love these questions. I think it was Justin or somebody else was saying, what types of beings do you see? What types of species do you see? Let me tell you, there are more species and more things of life, beings of life that you would ever imagine. I try to throw out the analogies of the species on this planet that we have yet even discovered, whether it be in the oceans, whether it be under the ground, all these different places. There are so many beings.
Yep.
So when you take your mind and you take yourself into other places, yeah, you're going to see a lot of things. And that's why the things that our guest is saying today is, he saw things and you're going to see things too. You have to, as long as you're grateful, and as long as you're at the most peace with yourself that you can be, you're going to have that power and the positive power and the love that's going to get you through all of those situations and encounters.
Mm-hmm.
Sweetly Morbid Bear says, when the wheel turns, you can't see all the spokes of the wheel. Those spokes are all of your lives, all turning at once. Everything is
I
now.
love that. Yes.
Yep.
That is
That's
beautiful.
awesome
Love
right
it.
there. I love that one. Damn.
The boys are back in town. Yes, we are, Jamie. Good to see you.
It's sort of like when people dream. You don't want to wake up because you're tired and you had a long night or whatever, and that's different more than your dream. When you're on the side, man, you really want to wake up. I mean, there's no peace. I mean, I think I was just tired, really. I just wanted just to go home, and every time I went home, no one wanted me home. So I mean,
I wonder
don't
if
know
that's
why.
because it wasn't your time.
It wasn't my time. No.
And it wasn't supposed to be comfortable. It was supposed to be a lesson.
Ugh. It was scary. It was like it was
Yeah.
not really. It was not really a place. It was a place of just where you're waiting.
Definitely not a place you wanted to stay.
No. It was just. I mean, some places were cool, man. Some places, everyone made you feel home. Some places where you're like. There was this one instance. I was sitting in the chair, and this cop came in. It was her home, and I remember seeing M&Ms. I remember seeing. To me, it felt like someone took her daughter, and she couldn't get her back. She came in. I was seen upstairs and everything, and this lady just looked right in front of me and said, "It's your fault. Why my daughter's gone?" And I was like, "What?"
Oh,
And she
man.
turned me around to the playground, and you could see what happened to her. And I was bounded up, and she was like, and then all of a sudden, God just took me to another dream or another vision where I'm like in a bunker or something like that or whatever. And it was dingy and nasty, and there was this female that was there, and I seen all these Nazis that are right there sitting there working on his computers, and this lady goes, "You're not supposed to be here." And all of a sudden, God's like, "Oh, come here." Boom, takes me somewhere else into
Wow,
another place,
man.
and then I'm in the ground. Oh my God, it was just
So it's just lesson after lesson after
yeah,
lesson.
yep. I was like, damn, I was in the
Wow.
Nazi era, so that was pretty
Right,
cool.
right.
Like,
So
I was
you
in
do you
sorry,
think
go
you were
ahead.
seeing all your past lives, or were you
Yeah,
living other people's
maybe,
lives?
yeah, other people's lives.
Other people's lives.
Yeah.
Because we're all connected.
Yep, we're all connected in the spiritual form. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, no matter what, if you don't see it that way, right now we're living in it. We don't care about it, but it's. I mean, when someone dies, it's different for everybody's experience. Some people go to Hades, some people go to God. You know what I mean? It's sort of like I was hearing this one where this guy died, and God was showing him all his messages and show him his whole life and everything, and he was standing in front of God, and God said, "Do you forgive this person?" And he was all like, he goes, "Yeah," because if he wouldn't have forgave those people, it would have went pretty bad, for him. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's all about forgiveness. And right now, it's like when someone gets you mad, like a family member, you're like, "I'm not gonna forgive that motherfucker." You know what I mean? Because you're hurt, But I seen weird things. I seen things that,
My lights are flashing.
yeah, it's weird. Me talking every time I talk about this, it happens. That
Like
happens with
energy
everybody.
drains?
Yeah.
This guy's
All
got
the
mad
lights-
energy, dude.
Well, that's weird. Like the light, the
telling
main
you, I
light
can
in my
feel
room.
him all the way from here.
That's what happened to my co-host. The lights would go like that, off and on, like yeah,
Yeah, did you see my lights dim?
yeah. And I heard like
That was weird. I was waiting for my power to go out. To be honest with you, the light in the room was dimming, and then these two ring lights dimmed
it
down.
happens every time I talk about this. It happens
Weird.
to everybody.
I don't think people really appreciate because we're not really encouraged or taught to appreciate. If we did from the beginning of our lives, what we don't appreciate is how unbelievably awesome you are. You, all of us. We are amazing beings, man. Think about like the physical chemical makeup of your body. You are an amazing thing. You're living, and you're capable of unbelievable things.
Yeah,
But we don't take time to appreciate that, man.
don't.
No. Everyone's too caught up in everything else that's going on that in this reality that we think matters. But
The
it doesn't.
heart. The heart is what connects each and every one of us. The heart. We're all connected by it. That's
Man.
why you feel those energies. That's why you feel those emotions.
Yep.
Let's see here. Oh, Doris said that happened the other night Eli with Jax.
Yep. The lights were messed up and everything, and
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if we're all connected and everything's energy, I mean, everything on this planet's like electrical pulses. So
I wasn't supposed to tell that story, by the way. That's why it really happened. I just said it because I wanted to say it.
oh, that was something you weren't supposed to talk about? Oh.
That's when it happened. So every time I kind of, that's why I said I'm not supposed to say anything else will happen.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess with other stuff. So
Yeah. You better not say anything you're not supposed to, man. I don't want to get you in trouble.
yeah.
Lynn says, I paid my power bill, I swear. Yeah, me too. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, either it's really windy outside or I forgot to pay a couple bills or something.
Yeah. No, what the hell? Hey,
Yes.
thank God it's it's automatic, comes out of your check. You know what I mean? Like,
That's right.
You're like, damn, when is bill coming? Damn it!
That is one bill you don't want to forget to pay.
No, your power bill. I don't know.
In the middle of a podcast.
Oops, sorry guys.
And you're done.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
Eli, I wasn't expecting this. This is a good interview so far.
And then, like, going back, like, I remember I was at a place, and this is cool. I didn't get to mess up. If it is, I'm sorry, but I was actually at my brother's friend's place. They're having barbecue. I could smell the barbecue.
Whoa, hold on. I'm sorry, dude. I have to interrupt you.
Yep.
The reason why Sonny's not here is because his electricity went out.
What? Wow.
He just texted me and said his power's out.
Wow.
Wow.
Should I continue or should I?
His power's out. Lynn's power flickered and my power flickered. You're screwing the whole atmosphere up right now, buddy.
Damn it.
You said something you weren't supposed to say.
No, this one thing I don't know, but I was at my brother's place. I was at my brother's friend's place. Oh man, it was good food. I feel like I couldn't eat, that food, because I can't explain it. I'll get back to that in a minute. Okay, so I was there, right, and I was like, man, I gotta go home. It was raining, it was nasty outside, and all of a sudden this guy comes out of the freezer with the big body bag. It was black. It had my trait in there because sometimes, like, if you're the reason why they don't take the trait out at a funeral home is because if someone dies of COVID is because I think it's because they don't want to mess up the skin or whatever for the funeral and stuff like that. But
Okay.
they've seen it. I see my own body in the body bag, and the guy just points down like that, and then like that's when I'm taken to the next location.
Whoa.
Yeah. It was crazy.
That's interesting.
I mean, you can see the sofas and everything. It's crazy how you can just see everything like you're at home,
Really?
I mean, yeah, it's crazy.
And it feels more real.
It feels real. It feels like you're there. But you can't put your feet on the ground or anything, but you're just,
So out of all those places that it's almost like you were taken to this, like when you're describing it, it seems like a doctor's office and you're just going into each examination room. Like one room, each room is a different lesson. So which room was your favorite? Like which one did you get the most out of?
I think everything was the same. I think I don't know. I think everything adds up to the same, like,
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much, like, and I think the one where I was just hanging, on a pole, but the problem is, when they threw me on a cell with these other two people, I'm still trying to navigate that hallway to see what's around there, and like it's kind of like mind-boggling, thinking, why can't I remember that? I'm want to know, when I'm going down that corridor, I want to know, but it feels like something just like boom, boom, just blocks it off. Like it doesn't want me to remember what's in that corridor. it's still kind of like, what is it? You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I know it's something ugly, but yeah. I was like,
Hmm.
but there's more. There's more that I've seen. Then
Were you shown things that would happen to us if we didn't start taking care of this planet
yes, well, not the planet, but yourselves. You know, it's
ourselves?
always be right. It's just like, be right by God. This planet, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, God made this planet, but I mean, I was listening to this one testimony where this little girl goes, she goes, why does God, why does God, why does God allow us to go through this? You know what I mean? And I
Mm-hmm.
know it's all have free will. You know what I mean? But it's up to you if you want to follow the straight road or go down the wavy road. You know what I mean? I mean, of course, life's all about that. You know, but at
Yeah,
the same time, it's just like it's up to you, basically. You know. But
free will.
it's kind of hard, you know what I mean? Like everybody's into UFOs. I know Spooky's all about the UFO. I've seen your show and I've seen that shirt on you. It says UFOs, but when everybody's interested in something, you know, I don't know much about
Yeah,
UFOs. I've never seen them, but I think they're awesome, you know.
right, right.
But at the same time, it's just like I can't explain it, man. It's
You don't skywatch? You don't go outside at night and
I feel like he would see orbs on a daily
he
basis.
absolutely
I
would,
know
man.
it's out there.
This
I know
guy's
it's out
call this guy get him like that.
there, dude. I know it's out there. Like one time, I opened the window up, dude, and I was just like, "What the hell?" Like I just know that I shouldn't do it. It's just that
Really?
feeling of it's like,
Ooh, that just
I
gave
don't,
me the chills.
I don't want to know.
Uh,
I don't want to know.
Because I've been many times.
No, 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 no,
It's
no.
because the energies are not right. When
It's not.
when they are right with you and you're feeling them, then you'll act on them. But you know when you don't want to have anything to do with that or them.
No, I'm going like this. I'm going when I go like this. It's just like no.
Keep
See,
the
Chad, I
blinds
told you that
closed.
before,
I tell
man.
you,
A long
I
time
tell
ago, I
you.
used to tell you, they want to be. You know,
I don't know if
sometimes they want to be with you. They want to be around you, but you have the ability to say no. You have the ability to protect yourself and, you know, be around any energies that you want to be around.
Free will. So we can be taught
Right?
lessons and stuff, but we still have
It's
the
not
free
that
will.
it's not that you can't be challenged. You're going to run into many different types of energies and light forms and light beings, but you have the ability once you harness yourself. You have the ability to say no.
Sorry.
You know, I told him before in this house, not right now, not at this, not at this time.
Right.
I'm busy. I have to focus on what's, in this realm.
Yeah.
I can't have some of these energies inside the house.
That kind of like
Is that resonating pretty good with you?
like it's kind of crazy because my daughter was she started having seizures like back in October. It got worse in October. Hold on, give me a second. She started having them worse like a couple weeks ago, so she's on medication now, thank God. So I went to the hospital and I could hear the machines in my when I was gone too, like me trouble having breathing and everything. It's just like now this is just like I can't look outside. Like it's like I gotta be home before night because I don't want. I know what's out there. You know, it's just like that. You know that you could feel like something's not right now. Like something's
Ooh.
going on. You know, it's just like 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 the Jimmy Wimmy sort of like
I've had goosebumps more times in this one podcast episode than I have the whole time I've been on YouTube.
it's wild. I mean,
Yeah. And you can feel the energy.
yeah,
I'm telling you, I think we killed power in the country.
it's so right.
Just talking about
Right.
this stuff.
Now imagine if everyone meditated.
At the same time. Or just in general.
Imagine that power, dude.
That would be something.
Yeah, it would.
I feel like it would take even the most guilty people and change them into more humble people.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's all about.
Yep.
Being humble. Killing that ego.
Yep.
Because it ain't all about you.
No, no.
Jamie
Hey,
says Spooky's like a little giggling schoolgirl. I love it.
it's
Well, because we're
I mean,
talking my game.
Yeah,
We're talking Spooky Jam today.
man. It's good stuff.
I could tell you a lot more.
Oh, I mean, if you have something on your mind, man, I'm loving this conversation.
I was well, I was laying in bed. You know, I was in the hospital bed. I don't know where I was, to be honest. Like, you don't even worry about being in the hospital. And these two nurses were on the laptop, a computer. You know what they do in the hospital? They stand there. You know, they're like, we know what's wrong with your head. And I seen on the screen. They're like, okay, this frontal lobe over here is making it worse or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I'm over looking. I see all these knickknacks. I see all this, you know. I see like this little. It's not like a light. It's sort of like a chandelier or whatever. It's a wooden chandelier thingy, you know, that I did see on my on my um on my fiance's brother's wedding. And I seen that same chandelier. It's kind of weird, you know. But yeah, I seen that one. I seen that one chandelier that I seen when I was gone. You know, sort of like I was meant to see it. Sort of like,
Yeah.
but so then all of a sudden, you know, that didn't I seen one nurse in the bathroom, and there was a TV over here, and there was somewhere you could sit down, and it felt like I've been in that room, but I'd never been there, you know, and then all of a sudden, the scenery changed, and I was sort of like in a courthouse. It was weird, man. It was just somewhere okay, you know, and so then this guy goes, "Hey, there was this black black entity on top of a second floor. He was in one of the rooms. Said, 'Hey, look at me.' He says, 'If you do this, I promise you, you'll wake up.' You know, and so I did it. I shot this one person. This is fake, but I shot this one person and everything. And then all of a sudden, these cops start rushing in, and they're all laughing at me. They're like, you know what, like, you know, it's all fake, laughing, and like, and they were dragging me on the floor, man. They were like dragging me into like a big old pit. So then I woke up, woke up to another scenario where I'm stuck in the trash can or whatever. And well, basically they have you tied down when you're on COVID, you know. You
Yeah.
can't move. And it was all trash. People, even cops couldn't help me out. They were just like basically just laughing at me, you know, like people on the subway, you know. It was just awful, man. It was, I mean, right there was just like, imagine getting tied down. You can't wait. You can't get out. Can't wake up. You know, it was just,
Right.
you in it. Thank you.
It's so
Sweet
interesting.
Marvin Bear.
Yeah, it's so interesting all the things that you were taught while you were there.
Yeah.
So glad you made it and are living your purposes and being of service. Yeah.
Thanks. Well, I was meant to share this because I don't know what most of them were meant, but some of them were meant for other people. But they told me I could share it. You know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna say the names, but yeah, they don't talk to me no more. But yeah,
Why do you think that is?
Because those um that was part of their life, that something happened to them. Really, it meant really bad for them.
Oh.
And yeah, they kind of like they wanted to. It was sort of like that they came in my life for a reason. They added me to Twitter, and it's sort of like this weird, like, it was sending me to them, sort of like a weird, like, oh my god, I gotta tell them something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're talking. It was just like a connection. But then I was just like, tell them. You know what I mean? It was just like, so then I told them, and they're like, wow, you know, that really happened to me in life. You know, I was really stuck in a well. I was really stuck. You know what I mean? And
Really?
you know, they text me like, we can't talk anymore because it brought me back memories. You know, of me and my child life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it was just weird for them.
Right. For the other
Thanks,
people that you were
Bowie, man.
for the other people that you were sharing that information with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's what people say when I tell my testimony. And I've been on a lot of interviews before about this, and a lot of people say that. A lot of people say this flickering lights and everything else, and lights going off and on. So I mean, you know, it's just certain things that, you know, like, you can tell, some things you can't. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Some things aren't meant to be told. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I kind of want to know, Spooky, what you were talking about when you said that sometimes, like even with you, you just know it's not a good time to look up at the sky or to even be out there. What's happening? Like, what's the difference between?
Imagine if you're in this reality that you're in, and let's say we're in the city of LA, which I love, by the way.
Yeah.
If you, I know there's haters, but check it out. Let's say we're in LA, and you can go to any different place in LA that you want to go to. You can go to the, the white part. You can go to Beverly Hills. You can go to Rodeo Drive and be around all the money. You can go to the barrio. You can hang out with the homeboys. You can go to the where the African Americans community is. You can go to all these different places, but which one are you going to choose to go to? I don't mean to break it up by race, but I'm trying to give the analogy of, you get to choose where you're feeling best at, where you feel like you're going to be jiving and vibing that day, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to go where you're going to go to be around the people that you feel the most comfortable with. And that doesn't have to do with race or anything like that. It has to do with the energies. Energies are what I'm trying to get people to focus on. You feel it and you know that it's comfortable for you. So that's where you're going to try to go to. That's the type of energies that you're going to want to be around and associated with.
Makes sense.
It does a little bit. I don't really wish I wouldn't have chosen the racial side of it. That's not what I was meaning.
Oh,
I was meaning that.
I know what you
Go
meant,
ahead.
like the demographics, just like the different demographics of the city.
It has, yeah, and to try to equate it to how you know where you're going to be around comfortable other beings, other energy, life forms. So when you encounter those, you have the ability, once you've practiced and have a certain control over yourself and your mind, you're going to be able to know where to go, what to be around, what to cast away. And that's really what the point I'm trying to bring up is that, people are afraid of the unknown, of the unseen. But once you feel like once you have practiced, you can control your environment. And I believe all situations. It's not to say that because in this reality, we encounter good people, bad people, people in between.
Yeah.
And we know who to stay away from.
Oh, yeah.
You just know who to stay away from. And
It's a knowing, feeling of knowing,
And it's the same way in the other realms, in the other dimensions, or however you want to describe it.
But it probably more intense or more vivid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's somebody, obviously, I'm not going to say their name, but there is somebody that I work with that we've only had a few words. And just those few words that we've had with each other were we clash big time. And now, I mean, we haven't talked to each other in probably 5 years, not one word. And we just know to avoid each other. It's just like the one person, I get along with everyone, except for this one person that just has a weird vibe. And I just know to stay away from him. It is a weird feeling because I'm not basing it off of any hard facts, I guess. It's just like an energy that I notice. It's like, stay away from that energy. So, I mean, that's just my way of relating to what you were talking about. But I can imagine.
You got it. I mean, no, you got it. That's exactly the point.
Mm-hmm. So I can imagine that it's not only with people, but it's probably with situations and scenarios and stuff too, where you gain like a knowing to keep yourself happy and to keep a self-preservation. You have to just stay away from certain energies, negative energies.
It's kind of hard to stay away from especially if it's about family and stuff like that. Family can, have those kind of energies where just like if they're nosy or they're bad people or they're trying to bring you down. You can't help it sometimes. You know,
right.
It could be your kids, it could be your wife, it could be your girlfriend. What do you say to them? You know what I mean? Do you say, "Hey, chill out," or do you say, "Hey," you know what I mean? Like a lot of people go to marriage counseling. A lot of people go through a lot of stuff just to try to fix things.
Yeah.
I mean, or talk to them about it. But then they're gonna think, "Oh, this guy's crazy." Like this guy's over talking about freaking feelings and everything else, and energies and everything else. Like, mean, talking
No,
about
it's
me.
spooky. That's my buddy I work with.
Okay,
I'm not. He knows I'm not talking about him.
That's what I was gathering.
I'm sure he can guess who
It's
I'm
kind
talking
of hard
about.
to explain in all realities of. I don't
Rodney
know.
just stays away from everyone. He's the smart one.
Yeah,
He
Eli
stays away
just
from all bad.
Eli just you hit it right on the knob right there when you said that. It is hard to explain, and that's why sometimes
is.
the words are hard to gather. And first of all, you have to have the courage and the strength to be able to talk about this kind of stuff. And which, by the way, a lot of people in the chat, and Chad and Sonny and I agree. Thank you so much, brother, for sharing your life with us. And it means so much because we know it is not easy to talk about, to put yourself out there like that. So thank you.
Right, absolutely, man. Thank you so much for coming on. I just
No
realized
problem.
we're at 2 hours. I didn't know how much time we just took up of yours, but
No,
Yeah.
you're good. I'm not. You're doing nothing wrong. But
I know
thank
when
you,
you
man. I
started,
appreciate it.
yeah, I know when you started, you were kind of tired. I didn't know how are you feeling now?
Oh, good. I feel energized. Talking about my channel, I'm thinking about changing it up and maybe just about spiritual mainly. You know what I mean? Like talking
Okay.
about like just the spiritual, talking about like the spiritual form of a spirit. You know what I mean? Basically, you know,
Yeah.
and talking more about how a spirit feels, how it feels to be looked at in many ways. How it feels to be communicated with the living.
Mm-hmm.
And how it feels to them when that certain device goes through their body,
Mm-hmm.
and how they react to certain vibes on that on that on that thing that they're communicating with them, on sort of like
Yeah.
yeah, because it's different. It's different from you guys holding a certain equipment to like a spirit not having nothing, basically.
No, that's a
It's like
good
a
idea
side
for you.
sort of like
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea for your channel, man. It's a new direction that you want to take. That's
oh
awesome.
yeah, oh yeah, thanks.
Big Willie's in the chat. He says, "Good morning, you beautiful souls. Driving, listening. Spooky looking fresh in the saucer hoodie.
Big
Chad,
Willie.
Chad has a fresh cut going on. And Eli Family 1983 looks like our warrior.
Hey,
Right
always,
on.
man.
Good to see
Good
you,
one.
Big Willie.
Always.
Driving and listening, which
More
means he was
Willie.
driving and texting.
Wow.
Sonny, did you realize that when your power went out, did you know that mine flickered and so did Lynn's?
That's all that happened here. It just flickered, but it kicked my breaker. I didn't know it kicked the breaker. I was waiting and waiting for the internet to come on. I just kept looking up at the box, and then I was like, dude, something ain't right. It kicked one of the breakers.
That's interesting, man. Because
My
you're
bad.
That's
all the
it
way
did was
over in
flicker.
California.
It shut my computer off, though, and I had to restart everything.
I was waiting for it to happen here because these lights they just like doo just kind of flickered a little bit. But that's strange that we're on totally separate sides of the country. And
Yeah, it just gave me 2 flashes on my lights, and then everything
I had
shut
2
off.
also.
Yep,
That's weird, man.
That
How
is
did we
weird.
both have 2 power surges?
because Eli's fucking everything all up.
That's
Hey, I
crazy.
didn't do it.
Good
I'm
one.
blaming the man up there. Without
We need an overlay that's like bring the energy
Scaring the
down.
hell out of me, Eli.
yeah. Sorry, man.
Spooky, spooky.
Oh, mine
you're
folks said
welcome,
my
Mine
computer
Folks.
crashed unrelated to this energy situation. I wanted to thank Eli for sharing. This has been a great show.
Thanks,
Thank you,
man.
Mine Forked.
Well, I gotta go, man. I gotta run do some things.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me up. Kind of.
Oh, no problem, man. I'm sure this is only the.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is one of many. We'll have
Oh,
have to
yeah.
have you on again soon.
Okay. Okay. Cool, man. Thanks for having
Yeah,
me.
brother
up.
Eli.
Thanks,
Thank you so
Eli.
much.
God
Thank
bless
you
you,
so
man.
much for sharing, man.
Spooky. Thank you.
Love you, brother.
Have a
Hey,
good
God's
day.
love, man. Remember that.
That's
Yeah.
right.
All right, guys. Stay
Have a good one,
positive.
buddy. Thanks a lot.
Very good.
Peace.
That was sweet.
That is so cool.
Pretty awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, such a
believe
cool
you're-
dude.
Your power flickered too?
Yeah, and it's crazy that you said twice, because... oh, that's weird. Mine flickered twice. Like, I really noticed it with these ring lights. The ring lights just they flickered, and I'm like, oh, here we go. Power's going to crash, and then it flickered again, and then you were out.
That's
And then
what mine did.
Lynn typed in the chat that...
second time I was out. It shut my computer off.
And then, and then Lynn said that hers flickered too. So, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
It's weird. Oh, then your mic.
Now
muted.
my mic muted and my camera just flashed again. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I don't know either. I asked Enzo if we've got a solar flare situation going on. He said,
Yeah, but
that
to hit from Minnesota to California all at the same time.
Well, that's the only thing I could think of is like the sun obviously is going to hit the entire side of the planet.
Where's Lynn at? Like Colorado or something?
I don't know where Lynn is actually.
I forget.
Lynn, what part of the country are you in? Where you at?
Lynn Wallington? Or Lynn LeBlanc?
LeBlanc,
She's in
yeah.
Canada.
Oh.
She's a Canuck.
We're even on different power grids.
Yeah.
Oh. Randall Hill says, I'm about to steam some White Castles I just got from the store. These things turn out the bomb. But first, I'll smoke a joint. Dude, perfect way to get the day going here. Smoke a joint and have some steamed White Castles.
Little 420?
A little 420 to get the day going, you know what I'm saying? A couple munchies. We had this guy at work at the book printer. We used to ask him, hey, man, you ever had the munchies? He'd go, twice. Hey, man, you ever had the munchies?
Big Willie says she's in Canada. You think he was singing the song right now?
Oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. I know we're probably not supposed to know that as Americans, but I don't know why I know their anthem. But I do.
Dave and Chuck the Freak play them all the time. Play that song all the time. I know the Canadian anthem. Let's see. I'm officially applying for a vacation day. Sonia, I asked my boss if I needed 12 hours notice, and he said, no, you only need 10 hours. I said, well, then I'm officially putting in for vacation day. Got the rest of the week off. Might as well take Wednesday off, too.
You mean you're going to leave a day early?
No, I can't leave a day early, but I can definitely get all my laundry and stuff done. Get a lot more prepared. Jake. Hey, Jake, you ever had the munchies? Twice. Big Willie. Steam them hard. Got steam them White Castles. Yeah, I keep thinking Posky's at work, but he took the layoff, so he's not at work. I got some good news about work. I asked today, I said, so what's going on with orders? Did we get less orders coming in? And he said, no, actually, one company screwed up with their orders, and they actually need more parts than they originally thought. So they're ordering a bunch more, and then we're supposed to be picking back up in September, like going hard in September. But it doesn't sound like there's going to be a mandatory layoff, so guess we're not getting 7 days a week Chad Smith podcast. That was going to be the plan. If I was getting laid off, I was going to do 7 day a week podcast.
It's going to be easy for me now. Now that Deanna's going, I don't even have to drive. My nephew's going.
Out to Vegas?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man. This is going to be a fun weekend. We'll have to include Spooky as much as we can. He can't leave.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you, we're gonna
need to do some live streams.
Absolutely.
You got StreamYard. You know how to use it on your phone and everything?
I'm taking the phone, I'm taking the tablet, and I'm taking this computer. And
whoa.
I'm not taking this mic. I'm going to take Jake's. But I'm going to take the Shure and the mic boom. And
you're really going to do it up.
Yeah. I want to set this all up in the hotel room.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. They better have good internet. If not, Verizon 5G is in Wilmington, so I can definitely stream off my phone. Or use the phone to stream with.
If the Cape Fear allows.
Yeah. You got that right. You never know what the Cape Fear is going to do. Oh, bye, Akashi Chris. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I did see your message. I saved it, actually, right here. She said, why do I feel like I was supposed to be here today? I'm ADD.
Absolutely love Akashi Chris.
She's awesome. She normally can't make it.
Mi hermana.
She's busy in the morning. I have ADD and busy like hell, and without looking at YouTube, I thought of this show and I had to join in. I had to join today.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so
Yeah.
much. It was awesome to see you in the chat room.
Familia.
That's right. Yeah, where was that comment? Big Willie. Right here. Chad and I are having a sleepover. That's right. Big Willie's coming over tomorrow because we're leaving so early in the morning Thursday that he's like, hey, I should probably just come over Wednesday and sleep there, and then we'll just leave from there in the morning. So, yeah, we're going to have a little Xbox party, and maybe we'll go live on YouTube, have Big Willie in the studio.
I hope he brings all his kids with him, and you just don't know they're going on the trip.
The kids? Oh, no. I'm going to have to go.
Are we there yet?
I'm going to have to go buy a camper or something and pull the camper behind us.
Chad keeps leaning on my car seat, Dad. Chad keeps leaning on my car seat.
Dad,
All the way.
I got to go to the bathroom.
And Chad was thinking that 2 queen bed was going to be enough.
Oh, no. You'd think damn near $1,200 for a hotel room. It should be good.
I've seen Big Willie, his wife, and all 3 kids sleep on one couch. One queen bed is enough.
We can make it happen. We can make it work.
Enzo, man, I wish you a safe and healthy trip, brother.
Oh,
I know you're going to have a
awesome,
great time,
Enzo.
man, but
Oh, he's cannonball running across the country. When he picks up Bree, I bet he's got a helmet on. He's going to be driving some kind of Corvette.
What's he driving?
I don't know. What are you driving, Enzo?
He comes back with like some awesome I'm taking my Porsche.
I'm thinking Enzo would be a Maserati guy. A new hatchback Maserati.
I'm trying to really actually think here. Enzo. Oh, okay, a Tacoma. All right, but that's not what I was going to guess. That's not what I was going to guess.
He's going for gas mileage.
I was thinking like a Hummer H3. I could see him driving an H3.
No way.
Dude, there's an H3 in my parking lot out here at the apartment complex that's a 5-speed stick. Have you ever seen a 5-speed
Enzo's-
manual H3?
No, I've seen a 2-speed Honda automatic.
Well, the
Did you have to
H3s,
ship?
yeah, the H3s themselves are pretty rare. I mean, like they didn't make a whole lot of them, so even now they're pretty expensive. But I couldn't believe when I looked in there and I'm like, wait, what? That's a 5-speed manual H3. That's unbelievable. That's got to be super rare.
there was a time that I thought I was going to be going to the SOR Vegas party weekend. And now, I can't go, but I just hope everybody that is going has an amazing time and so much fun. I know they will.
Yeah, it's going to be so cool just to meet everybody that you've been talking to for so long.
Right.
Well, it hasn't really been that long.
That's what I always look forward to, was meeting everybody.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man, meeting Josh in person with his football, that's going to be awesome.
Don't know whose football it is.
Who knows
he's
whose
gonna
football
pick
it is?
one.
He's got it. It says now.
Get ready for a lot of Governator.
Oh, man. He's going to wake us up that way. Knocking on the hotel room door. Hey, it's the Governator. It's time to
I just hope
wake
he-
up.
Easy. Get
I just
up.
hope he welcomes you with some of them brownies.
Oh, man. We've been talking about brownies.
New Year's Eve brownies.
Yeah, we've been talking about brownies, man. There's going to be brownies,
You'll
I'm
be there
sure.
to have it 6 for reals this time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Josh, if you're listening to this later on, we're definitely going to have your 6 live in person. Got your 6, bro.
Oh man, we
that's where he
replay
got
that.
me on that one.
We should
When he had-
show New Year's Eve.
Oh, that would
When
be
he, had
good.
when he had the camera pointed behind him and he was walking down that street, you guys gotta have my 6. I can't see what's coming up behind me.
I was crying. I was laughing so hard. Really?
So
When
was Deanna.
he was talking about the motorcycle the motorcycle gang.
Oh my god.
There's a biker gang around here, but they ain't no help. They ain't no fucking help.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was a good time.
Yep. That Josh. He's a funny guy.
Funny guy.
Man, now I'm starting to miss him.
Fun, dude. You're gonna
I
So
know.
y'all are talking about him.
Yeah, when I was texting him, I was like, man, it seems like it's been 6 months since I talked to you.
There was a time when he would just pop in here anytime.
Yep.
That's why you gotta appreciate people so much, because man, they're not always gonna be right here when you need them, when you want them.
Oh, both of you guys, like when you were sick, it just didn't feel right when you weren't here.
Oh, I missed everybody so much.
Good.
Yeah,
'Cause
good.
we missed you, man. I'm trying to be slick with it, but
Big Willie.
I'm trying to find where Josh was talking to us.
Do you still have that picture I sent you from my private investigator I had following Josh around? That's how I knew he was down in Cancun.
No, I don't have that. I don't think.
Let me see if I can find it. Oh, yeah. I was having Josh followed, Spooky. I was worried about him. Oh, everything's so slow now that it's shut off.
All right, guys, I think I found. Let me see.
Let's see.
Let's see here. Let's see what we got. This is one that we can't get in trouble for playing.
Yep, that's right. And it's
Who ever smoked salvia?
It's better than doing the devil's dandruff.
Look how tired we all are. Not tired. We look blown out and drunk.
when Bree? Wait, where were we? Oh my god, this is triggering such a hard memory. Bree, Bree, and Jamie. They were on with Joe and Ben, and it was the devil's bacon bits. You remember this? The taint bacon bits, bro.
Taint bacon bits. I don't even know what we're talking about.
Oh, Chad, you were blown out, bro.
Yeah, from a pantry somewhere on the east coast of the United States. Please welcome Turkey Times podcast host Josh
He's
Casey.
on an adventure.
Josh, how's it going,
Tell
buddy?
me to shush.
I'm on a witch hunt, you guys, man.
I'm on a witch hunt, he says.
My damn show, you don't shush me.
No, I mean, this shit got real, you guys, man.
Josh, do like a live paranormal.
Look at me, I'm dying laughing. Are you live on location right now? Are you live on location?
Yes, I'm on the scene of some trippy shit, you know.
We are live on location with Josh, Chirpy Times podcast, Casey. Okay.
I did the Blair Witch close up where you see the fucking snot bubbles coming.
We're on the Blair Witch Stoner Project, ladies and gentlemen, right here on New Year's Day. Welcome to the Paranormal Chop Shop. My name is your host, Chad Smith.
My name is your hoe.
My name is your
Chad
host.
Smith. I am your hoe, Chad Smith.
Remember, everybody, this was New Year's Eve now.
For super chats.
Yeah, guys, this was new. If you're just joining us, this
We
was
don't
New
normally
Year's
act
Eve.
like this.
This was New Year's Eve after 6 hours of being live on YouTube. So,
Couple drinks.
couple drinks, couple hooters. Yeah. No sleep. Yeah, this is what 6 hours on YouTube looks like.
I'm scared.
Super chats.
I'm so scared.
It's just a Taco Bell.
Man.
It's just a Taco Bell. Hang on. Approach.
Look at he's holding the football. He's holding the football right now. Oh, are you?
Why is there trees? Where are you?
Good luck with
man,
that.
I'm on the scene of some fucking weird shit, you guys. Man. I mean,
Dude, what
Looking for
happened?
Santa Claus's wife.
Dude,
We heard things
sky-
are around there.
Where are you? Where are you right now?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Have another brown.
I'll come pick you up, man. Give me about 14 hours. 12 hours. I'll see you.
Can't wait that long. You guys, I don't know. So, oh god, I try to keep a straight face, man. But
All right, you're just trying to keep a straight face.
Serious podcast.
That's
Yeah,
serious.
the sky is red. man.
What do you feel? How do you feel about Bob Lazar and?
I'm about ready to pass out. Look at me.
This is like the go-to laugh, bro.
I'm just waiting for somebody to say something about that football.
For me, it was all about Josh's face, man. He was just having the time of his life.
Yeah.
Strong.
After being so serious,
Oh,
he was
like
having
Josh.
so much fun.
We're like, Josh, where are you? I don't know.
Yeah.
How are there 15 people watching?
Oh man, yeah, y'all gotta get the quote.
There was only 15 people watching?
I'm watching Spaghetti Lee though.
Oh, there's people watching Spaghetti Lee.
Hey, what's up, Eric?
Y'all
Who's
are
the guy
just
over there?
waiting to see a live abduction or some shit, man. And not by an alien, man.
I'm
I
hoping
know
it's
you
not
guys-
from a couple guys in a black van.
It's exactly, man. Fucking this shit, man. I told you
Yeah, I
guys
couldn't take
scared,
it
man.
right about
They
there.
got your name. They got you and Spaghetti Lee mixed up.
Yeah, where'd you go, dude?
Oh, Spaghetti Lee was with us?
It wasn't me, Billy.
Oh my god.
What?
What was the...
Nice.
Oh, I missed the comment.
Yeah, you guys watch my six, man.
What's up, Aunt Peg? Yeah. Oh, that's where he just said it. You gotta watch my 6.
Hey.
Six, man. Yeah, you guys watch my 6, man.
This ain't no video game, dude.
Hey. You behind Josh, don't.
I don't even know if I brought my fucking knife with me, man.
Oh my god.
I'm just waiting for him to say that football. Say something about that football. I think I'm the one that was like,
Oh,
are you
God,
holding a
God,
football?
I took
Yeah.
a wrong turn. Yeah.
I took a wrong
Once
turn,
again,
he
we are
said.
live on location. We are live on location with Josh Casey from the Trippy Times podcast.
Yeah, that's some trippy shit for sure, man.
I got your 6,
Trippy
Peg.
as shit.
Yeah, I mean, but like hearing a strange fucking sound, I had to come out and like investigate this shit. Oh man, dude, there's a fucking dog man on top of the apartment over here, man. Dude,
Dog day or dog's den, okay?
There's a dog man on top of
it's
this
not a
apartment
dog,
over
man,
here,
it's just
guys.
somebody's dog, man. This is a pretty bad area to live in.
Yeah,
Dog
Mom.
person.
Mom, we're just going over what's coming for me and Jake and Big Willie. Like this is what we're gonna experience here in just a couple days. Josh Trippy Times podcast, holding a football. We're just gonna be walking around in the parking lot trying to find Dogman and Bigfoot.
In the parking lot.
Oh my god.
We're all
man.
three gonna be holding-
Yo, if you really want to see some trippy shit like that, look, they got the spotlights looking for the UFOs right now. Can you guys see this? You see this? I know you see. No, look, just watch. Look. I know you're gonna see that. Look.
I'm
Just
double
watch. You're
laughing.
gonna see some
Yeah,
weird
you
shit.
are.
This is weird.
Oh man, dude.
Look at everybody's holding their face laughing.
I
Big
know.
Willie.
Look at Big Willie, dude.
Even Big Willie couldn't take it,
I
dude.
want to thank you all for your support, man.
Oh my god.
Dude, this shit is fucking weird, man.
Okay, let's get serious now.
There's the football.
Yeah, let's get serious for real, dude.
Serious
I should've-
investigation.
We're like,
I
are you
should've
playing
came down
catch
the
with
street,
somebody?
seriously.
Yeah, really.
Did you? No, they're seriously. I mean, just the spotlights, man. Look how fast the crowds are moving, and I know you see those lights, man. So you see
I
this
can't
shit.
wait. This is going to be a great
Some real
weekend.
shit's about to go down.
I could just picture some kid throwing him that football and he just kept going.
Yeah.
I want to thank you all for your.
Thought he
for
was
your
a gray or
motivation. I couldn't
something.
do this alone.
I love how you have on the bottom live on location with some
Hey,
trippy.
With some trippy shit.
We're pretty alone right now. Hopefully, there's nobody following me.
I forgot I did that.
Outside walking around.
I'm trying to figure out.
Some pretty trippy times.
I just missing time, man. I don't fucking know.
Now we got missing time involved. Are we gonna have to call MUFON?
Do you live by an airport by any chance?
Shit.
Or a car
I
dealership?
I hope so, man. No, to be honest, man. I don't believe it's a UFO at all, man. I think it's a Mothman or a big ass fucking moth, one or the other for sure, man. Like I'm thinking about that, man. Yeah, man.
This is breaking news. New Year's Day, the first day of the year. This is the first day of the year, and this is what we already have one sighting.
Can I address something real quick for the new year that we can all try to come together and stop gendering the space?
Stop gendering the. Is he holding a knife? I didn't even realize that. He's holding a knife.
Person, moth them, dog them. Thank you.
Look at Josh.
Comrades.
Hey, in the chat.
I forgot he had a knife.
Is that safe? Josh, what are you doing?
He's got a knife out in the middle of a parking lot.
Doritos destroy
a
him.
moth, dude, a moth that big could carry me the fuck off like nothing, man.
Mom, there's a man underneath the streetlight holding a knife.
Dude,
Josh, don't go to jail tonight.
Speaking about a moth person.
What do moths even eat, man? I don't even.
What do moth even eat, man?
For bail money.
If something happens and like,
Dude, that's some stoner shit right there, bro.
It really is, dude. Hey, man, I don't even know what moth even eat, man.
Oh my god, dude.
I don't know if I should be worried or not because I don't know what they eat, man.
Paranormal cop shop. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I just sort of say that. Now, if something happens and like my phone drops and you hear me running,
Missing.
not part of the show, man. Yeah.
Gosh, it says both types of moths eat natural fibers found in clothing, carpet, drapes, upholstery, and bedding. They'll eat wool, silk, cotton, and any other natural fiber they can find. If they run out of clothing fibers, moths
I miss Josh and Big Willie.
For sure.
try through synthetic materials to burrow into natural fibers underneath. So you might be safe.
Oh man.
Except your clothes.
My fucking breath always comes in hard.
Yeah.
So if I strip down, what you're saying is I'm safe, right? Like just saying.
Suggest that at any point, I did not.
Hypothetically, I'm not saying that I just want to.
This is a UFO garage.
Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Moth garage. I'm just saying, if I hear giant flapping wings of like what could be a
That's
moth,
not wings flapping, Josh. That's not
God.
Fact.
Don't tell me how.
Oh my god.
Oh man, this is. All right.
Where's the football?
I love it. All right, let's see.
Giant turkey's coming for him.
Oh, what? Pontificator over there, also known as Spaghetti Lee, has quantum UAP vaped, also known as Spooky.
I keep thinking Big Willie's in here with us every time
I
I hear his
know.
voice.
Trips you out.
It's like I'm on a podcast with him.
Who did fantastic editing for the ladies over at Butt Stuff there with their show. And,
That's who he's got over right now. There was one part where Josh started laughing like hysterically. He couldn't breathe.
I don't know what time it is
3:30
for
in the
those
morning
West
here.
Coasters, but yeah, for us it's late.
Some scary shit.
Some scary shit.
Spooky.
Josh,
Very
this is
scary.
almost what I want to do. I almost want to leave you
I can't do it on the spot.
and fight. I'm just saying.
I know you're trying your hardest, man.
No, this is valuable information.
Valuable information.
Valuable information.
Yeah.
He's doing his part.
Talking about Mrs. Claus. I was being serious about Mrs. Claus. First of all, we know the Avengers have fought Mr. Claus and his elves. Okay, he is in the Avengers. Possibly could be a Titan. We don't know. So Mrs. Claus, one can only assume.
Yeah.
Happening.
I'm like, Big Willie, who even thinks of these
What happened to your
things?
guys'
Is that a
fire,
black light?
Sonny?
Spooky, I heard you just say, "Is this even happening?"
Yeah, I mean, dude, it was a total freak out, man. I mean, you got Josh out there, you got Big Willie talking about friggin' Mrs. Claus, and you're just like, this is a total psychedelic trip, bro.
I think isn't this one still set to private, or is this one set to?
I don't know. Oh, man. Josh has got some big shoes to fill this New Year's Eve, man.
Oh, we're gonna do this all over again this weekend. This is happening this weekend.
Oh,
Killing Villain says Happy New Year, Thin Lizzy.
All three of us are gonna be walking around in the parking lot, all delirious.
We need Josh 2.0.
Okay, we'll make it run. We'll make it work.
Home soon. Just keep turning right, Josh.
Why didn't you tell me that 2 lefts ago, man?
You told me that 2 lefts ago.
2 lefts ago. God, that's another stoner thought. Ampeg says, "Got to run, house cleaning to do." Thanks for the laugh. Hey, you know you can just keep us up on that TV and keep the views going. Keep the views going.
Couple rights too
Oh,
late.
man.
Guys, does anybody know the significance of 3333? Because I have seen this literally
Oh,
like
jeez.
7 times.
Stoner
in the past
thought.
3 days. 333.
Oh,
Best
man.
Jimmy
no,
Church
no.
impression. Here we go.
Oh, Jimmy Church impression.
Oh, no, I can't.
Now we're doing Jimmy Church impressions.
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
Oh my.
Chad's impression of
Oh,
Jimmy Church.
I can't do it. Fuck.
Yeah, he always gets his microphone like. All right, guys. All right. Welcome back, Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Coming at you right here.
Okay, maybe there was a couple. There's maybe a little bit more than a couple drinks.
A couple drinks. And let
It
me
was
just
New Year's
remind
Eve.
everyone, this is 6.5 hours on YouTube that we've been on.
Yeah.
Ugh. Big Willie says shirtless too. Shirtless what? Who's shirtless? We didn't get shirtless. Back, Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. We're live. Jimmy's right gonna now. kill me for doing that.
We know, Jimmy. We're watching you. That's how we know you're live.
Well, we're gonna get to that in here in a second. I'm drinking my River Moon coffee. Oh no.
Let me guess. Is it dark?
Oh no.
I like my coffee
dark. Oh no.
What a quick question. I had a dab and a drink that 15% little cocktail, and I don't feel shit. What's wrong with me?
Tolerance. You're a
Freaking Titan.
badass.
Probably like
You're a
Santa Claus and
badass.
Mrs. Claus.
Tolerance.
Oh, yeah. 333 all the way.
Oh man, how did we get into watching this? I'm trying to find.
I can't stop.
Oh, this has to be it right here. Josh is laughing hysterically.
Exactly, Enzo. A couple dozen drinks.
So Lars Marge sent you.
Oh,
I think at the wrong place.
Hey,
It sounded,
man,
it sounded to me like you saw love and got naked. Is that what I heard?
I don't even know what they're talking. I don't even know what we're talking about right now. It's so funny though. This is the New Year's Eve party this year on Chop Shop that we're just checking out again. I'll put the link in the chat here so you guys can click on it and go back to New Year's Eve. Oh no, at this point it's New Year's Day.
Enzo, that's a good question.
How in the YouTube algorithm did we get here?
Whoever can say that, right?
I can't say it, even if I try
Could
to
they
say
have
the
made
real.
the word a little bit easier?
Yeah, really. How in the YouTube algorithm?
It's algorithm. Smoke some weed. It's easy to say.
It's a logarithm.
The YouTube algorithm.
If that's what Alien Girl says, then that's what I say.
Well, yeah.
Because
too,
that's
man.
how I got here.
How did you get here? How in the YouTube algorithm
Wait,
did you find
forgot.
yourself here?
I got one.
What?
Sounds like a good
I
time
know,
for some.
Since Josh took his hiatus, he's been on vacation.
Hyenas?
His hiatus. Yeah, he wasn't on hiatus. He was on hiatus.
Okay, I'll go with that.
Yeah. So Chop Shop had a detective follow him around so we know where he's at all times. And he was just on vacation.
He was what?
Right here. He was just on vacation down in Cancun.
Oh my god, I remember you sending me that now.
I got him getting on a ride. He's safe. He lost his football, but he still got his hat.
Got them cakes.
Oh my god.
Cupcakes.
This is Josh down in Coon right there. Partying it up. That's what it's going to be like this weekend for y'all.
Can't wait, man.
Throw
Can't
some cheek
wait.
chillers on and hit the rides.
Absolutely. Arden says I'm crying. Ghost Dragon says he's been listening while doing morning workouts and chores. Well, hopefully we're not too boring for you, bud. going over the New Year's Eve party. Oh, I figured if we played some Alien Girl music, she might show up.
Tried to make it to her show this morning.
Okay, so if we're talking about Alien Girl,
Yeah.
how about yesterday's show?
Man, they all kind of... Oh, her daytime show?
Oh, yeah. So Alien Girl had her regular morning show, UFO morning, sorry. And then she did another show.
Yeah.
Where she was speaking with Lynn Wallington and Josh and Artemis.
Okay,
and they were talking about Bob Lazar.
Okay, I need to go back and watch that because I got another notification. I thought it was a notification for her morning show.
Oh. Did
No
you
shit.
catch... For Spooky, did you catch Lynn and Jim's show yesterday?
That one I missed.
Oh, they were talking about Bob Lazar also.
And did it get controversial?
Well, I put in chat. I was gonna stow away at Jim's Corvette when he leaves here, and I'm going to Bob's house with him. And he said, "No, you're not."
You got good old.
I told Lynn that's all right. I got all weekend to work on him.
Yeah, I think you might be right, man. You can play your little sunny magic.
Vacation day is approved.
Take me with you, Jim.
Ghost Dragon, I appreciate that, man. Says you guys are a hoot and totally enjoying it.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you, brother.
Parasolo, hate to go right now, but I'll rewatch later. And thank you for that link, Chad. And I'll see you all soon. Thank you so much, Parasolo.
Thanks for being here.
Good rest of your day.
Somebody's gonna end up with Bob on their show.
It's gonna happen. Yeah, it's gonna happen. I can feel it. The energy's there. He just has to say yes to somebody.
Jim's our inside man. I think if I can get Bob to go to the drag races, I'm going to send that flyer with him when Jim comes. I got a flyer around here for the drag races somewhere. I'll send it with him. Maybe he'll come. There's one.
Dude, if you can talk him into going to a drag race, I think that'd be a lot more doable than getting him on talking about UFOs. He's probably so sick and tired of talking about that stuff.
We even got a jet car, Bob. We even got a jet car.
Yeah, Bob, if you're watching right now, man, we just want to talk about race cars.
Field drags.
I mean, maybe when we're not on the air, we'll ask you some UFO stuff, but yeah, somebody just wants to talk to you about some drag racers.
He's probably got a lot of pointers for those cars that I don't know about.
Oh yeah, man, some scientific
He's going
pointers.
way faster than I have in a car. I've went 228 miles an hour on a motorcycle, on my drag bike, on my Harley, and he's still gone over 100 miles an hour faster than that.
That's insane. And then you got to figure out how to stop safely.
Parachutes.
Oh, Eric said that he emailed Spooky Morales this morning, and I just emailed you, Eric. We got emails flying all over the place.
Lynn just messaged me.
Really? Wait, who did? Oh, Lyndon. Hey, I forgot to play our sponsor. We have a sponsor today. I want to make sure I play it now that we have more people in the chat. I'll take care of that. Oh, wait, that's not the right link. It's this one. Hey, what's up, Eric? You're just in time, man. We're going to play a commercial from our sponsor today.
I just can't believe how we just emailed each other at the same time.
Isn't that crazy?
This is wild.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. It
My
happened
fault.
again, Eric.
My fault.
It
That's a
happened
rookie
again,
mistake.
Eric. Rookie mistake.
That's a rookie mistake.
Hey, guys, I'm going to play this from our sponsor. I'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Connor from Bigfoot Anon, and I'm always on the hunt for the next big adventure. When you're on the trail for long hours, you build up quite a stench, enough to drive any skunk ape or yeti away. Luckily, I'm on the quest now for the solution to all my problems. Yeti bars. They do exist. Available in tons of different scents and fragrances. Check out YetiBars.net for more and use my code BA10 for a special offer. Clean like a beast. Yeti Bars!
Yeah, baby.
You know what, Chad? I showed that yesterday on my show with Connor.
Yeah.
And I was telling Connor, that commercial, beyond what you think of bars not, that was an awesome commercial that they created almost with no money. You see these big budget commercials on TVs all the time that doesn't even look as good as that. And I'm like, if they could do that,
right,
these are the people these companies should hire, right? Because it looks good, the music, the sound.
Yep.
And he was explaining to me that the guy who was doing the video, he had like he used like an old kind of a camera kind of a thing to get that old look. And it's just like, wow, you just got to admire that somebody did that with pennies on a dollar.
That's right. Yeah, that's the magic of technology nowadays, man. It used to be you had to have a whole studio and $10,000 to make a video like that. Now, I mean, anybody can, as long as you put the work in. It doesn't take a whole lot of technology or equipment to do anything like that nowadays.
And I told him that the only thing he should have done is, I don't know if you guys remember Saturday Night Live back in the day with the Buff Up brothers with the big arms.
Yeah.
He should have, at the end when he was hiding his arms up, he should have had like buff arms just for the hell of it. Like this is what the bars would do for you. Like the Beat Me Up brothers on Saturday Night Live when they used to pretend they're Arnold Schwarzenegger and stuff.
Yeah.
He should have done that with the arms. It looks like he should have big arms at the end.
I thought he did. I don't know if you can squeeze too many more muscles in there.
It's got the muscles.
That's right. You better watch out.
I'm almost out of coffee.
When I see him in that video, in that commercial, when he's sneaking up on it, I just keep thinking, yeah, I ain't wearing that ghillie suit no more. I'm just getting getting tackled while I'm hunting by Connor while I'm hiding. Because he thinks he found a Bigfoot.
When
small Sonny.
When the Void Cat comes out next month on YouTube that he's in, I got to see it. I got to see an early showing of that 10-minute 10-minute horror movie. He is so good in it. He's like so natural. He's like that Cheech and Chong, the stoner guy that just sits there and has the look. He doesn't have to say nothing. He just looks at you and do that grin. It's like, man, that's acting without acting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys will love the Void
I'm
Cat
telling
if you
you.
haven't seen it when it comes out next month.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, remind me when that comes out.
And he said it's going to be out in a month on
Okay.
YouTube, of all places.
Oh, sweet. Good. Yeah, I feel like if I go out for a nature walk now, I feel like Connor's just going to be coming out from one of the trees. Hey, pick up some Yeti bars. Use my promo code BA10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because I went to his website on there, check it out. And if you order $75 and above, it's free shipping. And I say if you're going to do an order, you should do an order up to 75. Why pay the $10 shipping? And you could get more bars that way.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm a good salesman.
You are a good salesman. Yeah,
And
we're all gonna have to try these.
You saw my email.
I just did, and I appreciate that. Oh, and absolutely, that's going to work out perfect.
Perfect.
Sweet.
So we got to pick up the slack with these two guys on Friday.
Oh man, they're just abandoning the show. I'm telling you.
That's kind of what I figured the email was about. That's cool. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Oh, Ghost Dragons, you were nervous? You don't have to be nervous. I think you did a great job. Everyone said you did a great job on there. So.
Oh, on SOR? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think you seemed nervous at all.
That's funny. Like, a lot of the time, I mean, I'm getting a lot less nervous nowadays, but at the start of this podcast, every time I would fire up that intro song, like, my blood would just start pumping.
Mm-hmm.
And
Same.
it doesn't really show on screen, but just like when I had to say the date and like bring you guys up, I was always like super nervous. Definitely getting better with it now, though.
Mm-hmm.
Get more
Yes.
comfortable with everyone in the chat.
It is intimidating at first. I mean, it's not like we're in Hollywood or anything.
Right. 135, 134.
Yeah. I am jealous of Sonny going to Vegas. I'm only 16 hours away, man. I should get in the car and go.
Wow, 16 hours?
Yeah, it's 16 hours to go to Vegas from here.
I'm going to North Carolina. Are you jealous?
North Carolina.
I'm going to the Cape Fear River and hanging out with Chris Bledsoe.
North Carolina has a lot of great Bigfoot and UFO hotspots in that state. And there's a lot of variety of hotspots, not just the Bigfoot. UFOs, Bigfoot. So you're going to have a kick-ass time. But bring some adult diapers. You're probably going to need them.
Yeah, I
Hopefully
might.
you get to use them. Because if you're using adult diapers, that means you found something.
Hey,
you must
Jojo.
depend on your
Jojo.
depends.
Can I use some of your Depends for the trip on Thursday? Jojo says I can use some of his Depends.
Well, think about it. If you have
I hope they're
diapers on,
unused.
and say you're out there, right? Say Bigfoot jump in front of you. You don't have to worry about taking a crap because you already have the adult diapers on. So be prepared. You know?
That's just one less thing you got to worry about.
Yeah, I would trade my Vegas trip for the North Carolina trip.
Oh man. Now I'm feeling pretty
Yeah,
special.
but son, you're about 2 hours away from Area 51 is not all that spectacular. It's mostly desert and you can't get past the gate, but it is 2 hours away.
But we're there with Jim Goodall. So he might be able to show us spots that we don't know about.
See, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they always point the guns at him, so I'll just stand behind him.
He's
a big guy. He's a big guy.
He'll take one for the team. I like that.
Connor hiding from behind the bushes, promoting his Yeti bars. About right. I could picture him doing that. Yeah, I'm telling you. Every time I go out in the woods now, I'm just going to be waiting for him to pop out behind a tree. Hey! Go to YetiBars.net for a special offer and use my promo code BA10. Be like, oh my God. You're out on the hiking trail.
Now, Sonny, remember, you got Zach's Haunted Museum in Vegas.
Zach
on
Baggins.
Both Adventures.
Yeah, I ain't going there, man.
You're not going there?
No. No, if it's scared Liv, I know better.
Yeah. Something's telling me to pull a card for Eric. I don't know.
I know. I missed the show on Sunday. Are you doing the cards?
Oh, maybe that's why something's telling me to pull one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just kept looking up at these cards, and something was like, pull one for Eric, pull one for Eric.
Everybody makes a big deal out of Easter Sunday. You know, I had to get eggs together, this together. And...
Oh, but this was a great. I feel like all the years past with family get-togethers, it was like something that you had to do. But this weekend, it was like, or this past weekend for Easter, when we got together, it was something that I was really looking forward to. And everyone had a really good time, and the food was good, and the sun was shining, and grass was green, and everything was working out.
Birds were chirping.
Birds were chirping.
Yeah, but
It was a good
Sonny
Easter.
would tell you, in Fresno, when you look for eggs, you might get lucky. You might find some crack. You might find some cocaine.
Find a lot of discarded weapons. An arm with a watch on it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Stuff buried around here.
Hey, what's up, Melissa? Good to see you.
So you always got to be.
Eric knows.
Melissa, I dropped some coin on a hotel last night. You gotta check it out. We're heading your direction this weekend. All right, here we go.
I actually have a nephew that's in North Carolina right now on a military base. So if you get in trouble, I'll tell my nephew, hey, you gotta go help out Chad Smith. He'll bring his own army team. Gotta help you.
Is he in Excuse me. Is he in Jacksonville?
Yep.
Yeah, he's on. He's in Camp Lejeune. You got the card. There are others like you.
Oh, hopefully not. Others like me.
There are others like you.
Past lives?
Let's see what this says for Eric. Others like you are experiencing an awakening. The truth you are awakening to is the changing nature of your being, the way we have life within life within life. It seems as if you are the only one experiencing such a profound rebirth, and this can lead you to feel bleak, believing that there is no one else who has experienced quite what you have. This is true. Your experience is unique and profound. But it is a theme that other souls are gently seeing the possibilities of their own freedom. They walk their own path, shunning the loud voices of the human world that shout their empty words into numb ears and blank minds. There are others like you. You are not alone in this rebirthing of the inner and outer worlds.
Makes sense.
Does that resonate?
Well, it makes sense, right? I mean, look, we're doing shows about the paranormals and the UFOs, and we're talking to people you're hoping are like you. So you're sharing experiences, hearing stories. So it makes a lot of sense. Now, I want to ask you something, Chad. When you pick out a card, do you feel something for yourself when you pick out a card, or you just randomly, or is there something to it when you do it?
I literally just sit here and shuffle until one flies out and jumps out of the deck. Like,
Okay,
I'll sit here for 10
happen
minutes.
with the card.
Yeah, I'm literally just, I'm just going like this.
Chad likes a shooter.
Yeah, I like when they shoot out. So yeah, I just keep shuffling until one flies across the table, and that's your card.
What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis? That's for the after show. That's the after party talk.
Now, I like that New Year's Eve video you guys are showing, because you're showing a person with real reaction on what a real person was on investigation. That wasn't fake. That was, not everybody's going to have this Ghost Adventures, all brave, all yelling.
Right.
When it's dark and you're out there alone, and I can see why he's holding that football, because it's like a security blanket.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And you hold on to it tight, and you also use it as a weapon if you get scared. Or like Sonny said, you probably stole it from a kid or something.
I think he did take it out of a yard somewhere.
That was a clean looking football. That was looked brand new.
It was somebody's Christmas present, probably.
Some little kid's toy they got for Christmas.
Listen, that football could be used as a weapon. That's hard leather. I mean, that's
hell yeah.
hit somebody
You mean
in the
like
face with it.
you mean
North
like Flash
Carolina
Gordon?
Yes, like Flash Gordon with that golden egg. And
That was a
football with
classic
the alien.
scene, dude.
The most underrated comic book movie ever.
You know it.
Oh man.
That and Howard the Duck, both underrated comic book movies.
Does anybody know what's going on with the JoJo Bone show? Is that still happening this weekend, or are we still taking a 2-week hiatus? 2 week.
I will not be feeling too good Saturday, probably.
I can tell you this, that I know for sure. Jojo Bone will be with us on the Paranormal Chop Shop on Friday, so he'll be able to answer that question and more. As
He
Jojo
knows-
Bone is yes, thank you.
It's because
He's a man that knows things.
That's right.
And he's a very nice man.
He is.
He's a very nice man. He was in here earlier. I was surprised he was in here so early. But yeah, that's what Justin said. Yeah, that's pretty much what the pros do, Chad. Oh, I forgot what we were talking about.
And Justin just said he watched Flash Gordon 4 weeks ago. Good for him.
Got to see Flash Gordon.
Brown Mountain supposedly has an alien base under it in the cave system. There's been the fishermen that had USOs footage and heaps more. I'm Australian, and even I know this. North Carolina is badass for UFOs. Okay. That's where we're going. Jake Smith is coming with me.
Actually, I know a lot of people are moving North Carolina because it's becoming one of the cheaper states to move to actually be able to live.
Really? Maybe I won't come back.
Yeah, you know. I mean, California, Seattle. I mean, it's fucking outrageous trying to live here. There used to be a time where one husband or wife could work, the other one stays home, take care of the kids. But in these states, you can't. You got to have 2-3 incomes just to survive.
Oh, thanks, Justin. I forgot what we were talking about.
I remember when Fresno was cheaper than most of California. Not no more. My God, it's everybody's realizing, hey, the middle of the state is pretty cool because you're close. You know, San Fran's one way, LA's the other way. 4 hours, Sacramento. So Fresno's becoming that perfect place. You know, the mountains.
You know how it is in Fresno and Clovis when you're in town. That's where it costs a lot, and then if you stay out in the country, it gets a little cheaper.
Well, yeah.
A little cheaper now. I'm in the country. I'm out.
Yeah.
Nowhere near town, and I pay
like,
$16.50 a month.
See, Clovis is like Bellevue of Seattle. Clovis is usually where you move to when you even have more money. You know, Clovis was considered higher, but I mean, Clovis is looking just like Fresno. I mean, it's really one city because it's connected, but there is a Clovis and Fresno, but it's one city.
Wow. Did you say 16, Sonny?
$16.50.
I can move you to Michigan for about 1,000 less.
I'm down.
Just saying. I'm telling you, one of these days I'm going to win the lottery. It's going to happen. I'm manifesting it. I'm going to win the lottery. I'm building 12 cabins, 12 to 20 cabins on about 100 acres.
Wow. See. So the difference is if me, Sonny, and I win in the lottery where we live and Spooky, we going to probably just buy barely one house. I mean,
with all of your earnings.
Well, look at Spooky. He lives near San Diego. Those are $1 million to $2 million houses.
Right.
Don't tell people that.
We're talking about one bedroom.
Spooky's bougie, man.
It is so unfair how expensive it is. I feel so
rent
bad.
An apartment now. You know, she was just looking for the hell of it. To rent a one-bedroom apartment. One-bedroom apartment in Seattle area is over $2,000.
Oh yeah,
that's one bedroom.
What?
And that's no shit. That's
how do people even do that? I mean, if you're
thank you. That's what I'm asking.
Bam.
Bam.
If you're almost technically better off. I'm serious. Buying a house because the mortgage will be cheaper than the rent. It's crazy.
When I was at the barber shop this morning, all these dudes were in there talking about how this one guy was actually the barber that was cutting my hair was saying that he was on the phone with his the lumber guy or the contractor that's building his house for him, and he called him and was like, "Hey, dude, we have to talk about your quote that I gave you, because just from last month when I gave you the quote until now, just 30 days, your quote has gone up $10,000 because of lumber costs.
Yep.
So then they had to go in and cut certain things about his house that he wanted, but he couldn't afford anymore. And the quote came out the same with less stuff. And he was like, I'm going to have to just hold off until lumber comes back down. I'm not.
Well, think about all the trucks you got to use to carry the lumber. And you're talking from $250 to $450, $5 of gas, almost doubled. And the weight of those wood on a truck is outrageous.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and fuel is just outrageous, so it's going to be expensive for a while. Oh, thanks, Melissa. Appreciate that. Amazing what a $20 bill can do. Clean this ugly mug right up.
Well, think about a haircut. Even a haircut for a guy that we're almost half bald, $20, $30 to get a haircut. Whatever happened to the $5 haircut? I mean, I understand women's hair because they're long, but us, I had to get a haircut. It cost me $23. I got like no hair as it is. Look, I mean, it's like $20 for this.
They should give you a discount. Yep.
And then you ever notice now, every time you get a receipt now, everything you do on a computer, when you put your cards in, tip.
Yep.
Everybody wants a tip. Everywhere you go.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, man.
When you go to a restaurant, they serve you food. I get that. You get a tip. But now if you go in and pick up your pizza, pick it up. Not them delivering it to you.
Right.
They want a tip. I mean, it's just like, God damn.
I mean, I understand because it's just one customer that didn't sit down at a table in there, but it's like still, even like, I mean, I can't think of what it was. Something the other day. It was almost like the receipt just printed that way as a default because there was no way that they actually needed a tip. I'm like, it was like a car wash or something. It said it had a place to put a tip at the bottom. I'm like, what?
Well, we went to pick up food. We went to pick up food. I think it was Outback. Somebody liked cheese fries, and right out the bat, the first question: 10%, 15%, 20%. Like, wow, what? Like they automatically want you to give them more money. And whatever happened of just giving people the cash, because the difference is when you give somebody money, they can pocket it without paying taxes on it. When you're paying taxes all through the cards, they have to pay taxes on the tips that they get. And Washington, tips on a tip is more than your wage because they consider it as an extra gift.
Your tip is more than your tax. You mean the tax on your?
So now when you're using cards and paying everybody's tips on the card, they got to pay taxes on that. Where in the past, people take the cash and just like don't even say they made $40 that day.
Right.
And the taxes versus your hourly wage is higher on a tip versus your hourly wage.
Yep. Yeah, same thing with like if we get a bonus at work, it's taxed like 38%.
38 to 40%. Yep. So the government loves it when you get a bonus because they get a bonus.
Well, actually, they just did this voluntary layoff at work, so you could volunteer to take, I think it's 4 weeks off, and then my work came back with like, hey, we'll pay you a certain amount of your wages while you're off, but you'll get it when you come back. So we'll give you like 4 weeks worth of pay, but it's going to take until you get back. And then we found out that was actually going to be taxed as a gift. So it's going to be like a bonus. So instead of it being your actual wage, it's going to be like taxed 40%. I'm like, no, I'll keep working as long as I can.
It's so wrong.
Hey guys, we are over the 3-hour mark, so I'm going to real quick go over a couple shows. Oracles and Beyond, catch Cassie tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, live on YouTube. That's Oracles and Beyond. And then tonight, for Taco Tuesday, we got UFO Garage at 9 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central on YouTube.
You don't want to miss that one.
No, that's going to be a good one.
Throwaway Alien.
Yeah, that's right. Which I can't believe that's actually going to happen. So
from back in the day.
That's going to be a really good one. Yeah, if you guys don't know what Throwaway Alien is, make sure you check that out. It's going to be a really good episode. 9 p.m. Eastern also is the Maillard Report. I think I'm saying that right. Maillard. That's at maillard.com/podcast. And that's all that we have for today. And if anybody else has any... Oh, Eric, what time is your show today?
I'm actually doing it at noon today.
Okay.
12
Noon.
o'clock Pacific. Connor wants to jump on. He's at work, so he wants to wait till his boss to leave.
Awesome. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever he's got to do to make sure he's on there. 'Cause I love having him on there.
And Chad, you're announcing about the show tomorrow morning?
Yes, Spooky.
That's it.
We are not doing our show on Thursday this week because we'll be on the road. So this week, we're doing a show tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday this week, Chad Smith Podcast. So tomorrow we're going to have a show, same time, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 Pacific, with Second Star Survival Matt.
That's cool.
He's gonna go over some like bug out bags, first aid kits, and stuff like that. Ways that you can be prepared for whatever comes your way. That's what we're gonna do tomorrow.
All right. Hey, what about UFO Garage? Do they have a show Thursday?
I don't know about Thursday.
The Slumber Party. Are they having a Slumber Party show?
I'm not sure.
Maybe. Somebody, I think Joe's staying at Ben's house because they're gonna fly out. Something like that.
Okay.
Maybe that's going down Wednesday. I don't know.
Well, I'll know more. Yeah, I'll know more tonight, and then we can announce it tomorrow. We'd be doing a live on Thursday. Nope, it's just on Wednesday. Tuesday and Wednesday this week, and then back to regular shows. Actually, I don't know about. Oh yeah, actually no. Tuesday of next week, there's no show. No show Tuesday of next week.
What am I going to do on Tuesday in the morning now?
I don't know.
Spooky can run that with you, Kenny.
What's that, Gypsy?
I listen to you guys in my car in the mornings, and I take the kids to school and all that.
Maybe I'll put me and Sonny's first episode up, and that'll be our
Okay.
I can.
Chad, don't miss Arden's comment there.
Oh.
Couple of comments up. It was directed at you.
Tuesday, if I'm not at Bob's house, I can run Tuesday's show.
If you're not at Bob's house, Bob Lazar?
Yeah. Yep. Got all weekend to work on Jim.
All right, guys. Well, I'll play this one more time while we head out, and I will see you tomorrow with Second Star Survival.
Peace
Bye,
out.
Sonny. Bye, Spooky. Bye, Gypsy.
Bye, guys.
Hey, I'm Connor from Bigfoot Anon, and I'm always on the hunt for the next big adventure. When you're on the trail for long hours, you build up quite the stench, enough to drive any skunk ape or yeti away. Luckily, I'm on the quest now for the solution to all my problems. Yeti bars. They do exist. Available in tons of different scents and fragrances. Check out YetiBars.net for more and use my code BA10 for a special offer. Clean like a beast. Yeti Bars!
It sound right, boys.